All right, patch notes are up. Let's read. Patch note reading time. So they reworked the captain's mode draft order. Basically now you have more changes here. So blue is Radiant, red is Dire. So you have 3 bans for Radiant, 4 bans for Dire, or whoever goes first or second, doesn't really matter. It's not Radiant Dire. So one team has 4 bans in first phase. Then you pick 1 hero each. Then the other team has 2 bans, and the first team with 4 now has 1 ban. And then you pick 6 heroes with pick, double pick, and pick. And then it's ban, double ban, ban, and then pick. So, and also they lowered the amount of time per ban, which I think is good. I think you have too much time anyway in Captain's mode, to be honest. Even though some teams will disagree on this. There are so many bans, and I think it makes sense to lower it. Alternative cast abilities. Updated the UI for many abilities that were using autocast to enable different behavior on an ability. Alternative cast abilities can be toggled in the same way autocast defaults to Alt plus keybind or right-clicking to adjust their cast behavior. Alternative cast have unique icon for the different casting modes. Holding control key will allow you to cast the non-selected version of the ability without having to toggle it. Following abilities now have been updated to use alternative casting. Darkseer Surge, the Aghanim's Shard effect. Interesting. Doom's Devour, Elder Titan, Echo Stomp, Hoodwing's Echo Shot, Meepo Poof, Mirana Leap, Monkey Bonda Strike with the Shard, Morphling's Morph with the Aghanim's Scepter effect. Okay. And Razor Static Link, Aghanim's Shard effect. Dude, this is like foreshadowing here what's gonna happen. Stormhammer from Sven and TA's Traps. Interesting. Alternative casting for the traps, huh? I wonder. Added a new stat, slow resistance. Oh, a new stat, slow resistance? Yo, this is already huge. We're like nowhere into the patch. This is already a huge thing. Slow resistance. Reduces the impact of slows on your hero by percentage. Status resistance no longer affects the impact of slows. About a half of existing slows in the game had both duration and impact reduced by status resistance, but now it affects only the duration of slows. Massive nerf to status resistance overall, the way I see it. Scan now has 2 charges. Killing Roche no longer grants control of any watchers on the map. Thank God, I hated that. I really hated it. Like, the team that got Roche randomly just got vision advantage on the entire map, which made no sense, to be honest. If you got Roche, the advantage is already there. You got Roche, you get the Aegis, you get the cheese, get the refresh, get the Agon, you get the advantages from that. You don't need to get full fucking map vision as well. Main jungle watchers for both Radiant and Dire have been moved to different locations. Adjusted the position of the triangle watchers. Moved both outposts from the main jungles to the triangles. This was leaked. We already knew that. Mighty Mines buff in the mines area is increased from 4 HP per second to 7 HP per second. Dude. I yearn for the mines. That's the northern part of the map. The upmost part of the map. So farming there, you have 7 increased HP regen. That's a lot. Agi carries switching into jungle as Dire could do it pretty reliably now with nice HP regen if they farm in the mines. Added UI to support self-restoring item charges. Hand of Midas and Locket. Charges? Midas? I've heard 2 charges Midas from the emote reading. Okay, neutral items. Item changes. Not neutral items, sorry. Item changes. Blood Grenade is slightly worse. More restock time, less charges. Not too much to say. Yes?
No spoilers, but when you get to Arcane Blink, I think you're gonna grab your bottle of whiskey and pour one.
I see. Thank you. Refresher Shard now provides 20 damage, 6 mana regen, and 12 health regen. So as though you had a refresher. Nice. Smoke of Deceit. Disguise duration is increased by 10 seconds on Smoke. While the caster is still disguised, any allies that come within 300 range of them will also get the buff. You can join up with someone who's smoking. Bruh. Can only be applied once to allies. Cannot be reapplied if smoke was broken. So you can't cheese it. That's genius. I guess this is only for a smoke with deceit buff. There's no way ninja gear will also allow you to smoke. But this is so good, dude. So much easier to set up smoke moves with this. You can push a lane and then like join your friends. Yeah, this is actually big. And yeah, our TC buff. He can't manta dodge it anymore. Well, he can, but it's gonna get reapplied. Consuming Nature's Prophet Sprout no longer grants healing. Okay. Minor buff to Nature's Prophet in laning stage, I guess. Arcane Blink now restores 200 health and 100 mana when used. It solves my mana issues on TA in a great way. But 200 heal as well. You blink a lot on this hero. Damn, it's good now. It's really good. I was already going Arcane Blink on TA. It's really good now. And, I mean, this is amazing. Get this shit on Puck, dude. You just have built-in mana, dude. All the time. And 200 HP is pretty big, too. Yeah, 100 mana, 200 HP. This is nothing to scoff at. This is really good. Unholy Strength now additionally grants 35% slow resistance. Okay, okay. Slow resistance on armlet. Makes sense, I feel. You run in on people. Battle Fury got buffed. 5 more damage. Quell bonus damage against non-hero units for melee and ranged heroes decreased from 15 to 16. Or 15 to 6 and 10 and 5. Okay, so you just have damage that works on heroes as well. And towers. Nice. I mean, it's minor buff to Battle Fury, but still. Crystallis. Recipe cost decreased and total cost is decreased by 50. Wow. Buff to Crystallis. I already like Crystallis as well. I'm happy about this. Same for Daedalus and Silver Age. They just, you know, benefit from that. Desolator Soul Stealer maximum damage. Stop! I can only get so erect. Oh, 10 more damage on Desolator? This is great. Good news indeed. Good news indeed, fellow TA spammers.
You're very happy, aren't you?
Yes, I like it. Inhibit no longer roots creeps, instead applies normal slow. Suppress now affects all units in 350 AoE around the target. Suppress no longer roots creeps, instead it slows. Transmute has 2 charges. Initially comes with 1 charge, restore time 100 seconds. That's so quality of life. Farming Ancients has felt awful with the Midas. This is a very elegant solution to the map changes implication of Midas. Because nowadays, farming the ancient camps, it feels odd that there's nothing nearby. You farm one ancient, go to the other ancient, and you're like, there's nothing to Midas, dude. This, it's not really a big buff to Midas. I mean, it is. But it like more solves some of the map issues around the ancients, I feel. And it is going to be a buff. I mean, it's ultimately very nice. You're never going to lose value on Midas unless you wait fucking 200 seconds, at which point you deserve a slap in the face. Harpoon has a mana cost. Good. It should have a mana cost. I think Nullifier is going to get the same treatment, if I'm going to be honest. Heaven's Halberd, Disarm no longer pierces debuff immunity if applied beforehand. Oh, that's huge for ranged carry. That's also big for TA. Also big for TA. Halberd nerf, Deso buff, Arcane Blink buff, Crystallis buff. Oh my god, I'm queuing up right now. All right, this seems good. Seems good. Dominate now increases the neutral ability by level 1. Okay, not super exciting, but yeah, basically the ability to creep house gets 1 level more. Yeah, I'm eating good today. Sup, Bruno? Hello, Bruno. Thank you for working hard on this game, sir. We appreciate Bruno. We appreciate. Can we get some claps in the chat for Bruno, who works hard on Dota? We like what we see right now. We're very happy. Also the emotes, the emojis. My head hurts trying to read the patch notes, but I did decipher TA changes ahead of time. Thank you, chat. Very well, very well. There we go. Gotta give some love to Bruno. All right, let's keep going. So, Holy Locket, refreshing the item now restores full charges of energy charge. Okay. So, yeah, anything that refreshes. So, Ex Machina or Refresher, and you get full charges on the Holy Locket. Is there any other way to refresh it other than neutral item or refresher? Tinker? Oh! Wait. Tinker? Actually, support Tinker. Interesting.
Wait,
There's
I'm
no
trying
way.
it
Test
right now.
it, Sandra. Test it. Did I
I'm
think of this?
trying this in demo right now.
It's the support tinker coming at you.
Am I finally a tinker picker?
Lincoln Sphere transfer spell block from multiple sources now refreshes the buff instead of applying multiple instances and blocking multiple spells. So nerf to Lincoln's stacking. Honestly, Lincoln stacking was pretty OP. You get like 4 Lincoln Spheres, put it all on your guy who goes high ground, and the enemy can't really do anything about it. So this is probably good. Maelstrom Chain Lightning does 150% damage to illusion. I like it. Mjolnir, same thing. I mean, for a lot of heroes, Maelstrom and Mjolnir are like the only ways to kind of solve illusion heroes. This is a bit of a stretch, but this actually is a buff to TA as well, because against PL, I would sometimes buy a Mjolnir. Just because fuck PL. And now that's a little bit more viable of a strategy. Monkey King Bar recipe cost is down by 75, so it's just cheaper. Nice. I feel like Monkey King Bar fell out of favor with Nullifier being so strong and a lot of other things. Nullifier can no longer purge debuff immune. Yeah, supports. Just buy a BKB, you fucking nerds. You don't want to get nullified? Just BKB, lol. If you use BKB first, then you can glimmer, alright? Here you go. We have a solution for all the supports crying.
Tinker Holy Locket rearm doesn't work.
Okay. You see you have a solution to nullifier now, babe?
Wait, yeah, what? I don't get it. Can you explain?
It doesn't work through BKB. So if you just have BKB, yeah, you just gotta have a BKB, then you can glimmer away.
Okay. I mean, at least it's something. I'm not gonna lie.
It's something.
Something.
That's pretty big though. That's pretty big nerf to nullifier for sure. Overwhelming Blink, damage on impact is decreased from 100 to 100 plus 150 strength to 100 plus 50% strength. Overwhelming Blink now deals 100% of strength as damage over the duration of the debuff. Oh, that's also a buff. So you get a damage over time. Very strong. So you like put a little something on them. Radiant Burn now deals 150% damage to illusions. Man, someone at Valve really just queued into PL and Naga a lot lately and went, you know what? Fuck these guys. Why isn't there an item that can help me here? You know? Get me something. I mean, I like it. I mean, Radiant sounds awful for illusion heroes to play into now. I could have just, shared my wisdom of just pick Beastmaster, man. But yeah, I like fuck illusion heroes, man. I approve. Revenant's Brooch, Phantom Province? Is that the active? I legit never knew it was called Phantom Province, but sure. No longer grants attack speed. Now applies minus 20% magic resistance debuff to enemies on attack that lasts 3 seconds, applied before the damage is dealt. Wow. Okay. That's pretty big. No longer deals no damage to debuff immune targets, but reduction by magic resistance still applied. Wow. Big buffs to this, dude. Okay. I mean, losing the attack speed is kind of sad, but still, it's pretty good. That's pretty big buffs. Rod of Atos, recipe changed. Now requires Stat of Wizardry, Vit Booster, and Recipe. Total cost is decreased by 500. And no longer provides add your strength, of course. And the int is down by 9 as well. And now it gives HP. So Atos is no longer this giga stat item for Universal Heroes. I think probably good, because Universal Heroes just, shine so hard with this. Gleipnir is made cheaper. Total cost is down by a lot here, down to 5,650. Of course, doesn't give strength and agi, though. It does give HP. I feel like this item became a lot less attractive, though, for the right clickers. Now I could see it more maybe for spellcasters to set up. I mean, 350 HP is a good stat still. And it's cheaper to buy the full thing. Obviously, you don't get the armor and the HP from the strength, but could still be a thing for, like, casters, I guess. I don't know. Like, I could see a Hoodwink still use this, for instance. Shivas also 150% damage to illusions. Nice. Nice. Okay, Radiance Shivas. Time to kill some illusions. And a Mjolnir. Skull Basher. Plus 5 damage. Okay. 5 damage over to Abyssal as well. The Soul Ring. I read this in the emotes. It's buffed. It's quite nice. It's 20 more mana. And it's cheaper as well. The big issue was this recipe was just too expensive. I think now they hit the sweet spot. It used to be cheaper than this. Then they made it too expensive. Now I think it's back to a sweet spot. And 170 mana is a lot, dude. That's a lot of mana. And you may say like, oh, but you only really need blah, blah. No, man, you're going to have ways to spend the mana. It's going to be nice. Spirit Vessel recipe has changed. Now is an urn, crown, and recipe. Oh boy, the new universal item, Spirit Vessel. Oh boy, people are going to be fighting over the vessel. Total cost no longer provides health. Instead gives 12 to all stats. In before we have a fuck ton of urn buyers on every team. Interesting. Which universal hero would be best with vessel, chat? Give your candidates for best vessel carrier in your opinion. Magic weakness now additionally deals 200 damage to all barriers. Oh, that's so cool, dude. They didn't add damage on the Veil of Discord, but they made it damage barriers. It's actually very elegant. I like that. I really like that. It's genius, dude. I think that's really smart. Arcane Ring, big nerf. 15-second longer cooldown. 2 more damage on the gloves. I love me the duelist gloves. They feel great. Now they're going to be, you know, pretty good for farming, but also very strong for fighting. If you're an attack-based carry early on and you run at the enemy heroes, it's going to feel great. Lifestealer with this or something. Run at the enemy heroes. Big damage. And what do we have? Minus movement speed on Faded Brooch, but more mana. I prefer the movement speed, but okay. The slow on Lance of Pursuit is increased to 16 and 8. Pretty good. 8% slow is not that little for a ranged hero. Occult Bracelet, we all knew it was going to get nerfed. We all knew. This is no surprise. The magic resistance. I'm surprised it still has any magic resistance, to be honest. But Pig Pull also getting nerfed. Really? I'm surprised by that. I guess it is really strong on some heroes, especially like Primal Beast or some shit. But I'm surprised it gets minus stats on the Pig Pull. When you keep in mind that this thing still has 4 tall stats and magic resistance, and it has the mana regen. Like, it just feels like it gives so much to you. Whereas this costs mana, long cooldown, and just gives 5 tall stats. I feel like Pig Pull is so much weaker overall. Seeds of Serenity buffed again. Even more health regen passively. Dude, these are good. These are low-key broken. These are low-key broken. They're so much better now than they used to be. Afterburn is no longer applied by illusions, because fuck illusion pickers. I'm down with you, Valve. I agree. Fuck illusions, man. I'm tired of all these damn illusions. Aquila, mana regen is nerfed. Bonus, all attribute bonus on specialist arrays. Oh boy. Universal heroes love to see it. Everyone loves to see it. This item is just great. Magic resistance is down on the Vambrace. Makes sense. Makes sense, okay. 50 less mana on Ceremonial. Certain strike bonus magical damage is increased by 25. Here we go. This is a buff I've been waiting for forever. Ogre Seal Totem has been a fucking dog shit item. I don't care what people say. I've had some memers in chat say that, oh, Ogre Seal Totem, I love it. No, man, it used to be trash. Fucking 40 mana, or 40 second cooldown, 75 mana cost, and the passive it gives you is 10 strength and that's it. It was fucking dog shit, man. But now, 50 less mana cost, it's still dog shit. But it's slightly better. It's definitely good on positional heroes like Batrider, for instance. But overall, I still probably will hardly ever take this as a pos 1 and pos 2 player. But for a lot of pos 3 and for supports, it can actually be a very good item. Status resistance is down on the Titan Sliver. Vindicator's Axe also gives some slow resistance. Damn, dude. Vindicator Axe becoming even better. It was already so good. Okay. Ascetic Cap getting 40% slow resistance. Big. Havoc Hammer. Havoc now pulls nearby enemies by 100 units in in 0.2 seconds instead of pushing them away. Oh, so you pull them in. Dude, punch with this. Pulling them in. That seems better, yeah. Because, I mean, almost no strength hero wanted to push the enemy away. It always did feel like a little bit of a weird thing to use this. Because you, like, used it and hit an enemy, and then they would just run away, and they're gone. Now you can actually, like, pull them. Yeah, Magnus with this. Super nice for Magnus. I mean, if your Shockwave is on cooldown, you can just use this. Or you can use both Shockwave, then pull, and then Skewer. Boom. Yeah, could be big. Martyr's Blade gives health regen bonus. Martyrdom now only redirects magical damage. Redirect amount increased from 20 to 25%, and duration increased. Okay. So, I mean, it gives magic resistance. It wants to redirect magic damage. I think it's good, because you could kind of die to just physical damage when you use this sometimes. I think it's good. Fixed not providing smoke bonus movement speed when activated. Did it not? Yeah, I mean, yeah, it actually didn't, now that I think about it. But like, it's not so much did it not, it's more like, was it supposed to? Oh. Okay. And then they lower the agi on it by 5 and lower the movement speed by 5. Okay. I mean, it's still going to be a good item, even with these changes. Just the ability to smoke yourself. And now that you get movement speed as well, you can smoke even faster. Spell Prism, less to all stats, and less mana. Dude, people just... I don't know why they hate Spell Prism so much. Can we look at this item, this sad item, and think about the fact that it used to be 25%, I think. Was it 20? No, it was 25. 25% CDR in its glory days. Fucking F for Spell Prism, man. I'm so sad. I love cooldown reduction. I love jank shit that goes infinite, you know. Fucking infinite chain stunning. I think it was 25 at the start. Then they made it 20, and now it's fucking 12, dude. It's nothing, man. And maybe it was 20 at first. I can't remember. It's a while ago now. Maybe it was 20, and then pairing it up with 25 or Octarine Core. Anyway, it just looks so sad new. New. So sad. Trickster Cloak, evasion is down and magic resistance down. Yeah, I mean, Trickster Cloak was absolutely one of the strongest items in tier 4. Book of Shadows. Shadows now only makes targets untargetable by enemies of the caster. Does it really, Valve? I have to ask, because Dark Willow still cannot be targeted by allies during the W, which you said that she can. So, you know, I don't trust it. Sandra is a very upset Dark Willow spammer.
I'm extremely upset about this.
So I question whether this works the way it should, but it probably does. But maybe take an eye at Dark Willow, because she apparently still couldn't be targeted, at least recently. Book of the Dead. Okay, -5, -5. Nerf to Book of the Dead, huh? And plus 10 strength on the Fallen Sky. Makes sense. Fallen Sky was kind of hard to get full value from. We have reached the heroes. Let's go for hero changes. What do we have? Mist Coil cooldown rescaled 5.5 to 6.5 to 5. So 0.5 faster on max level. And then damage is lower level 1 and incentivized now to max it, basically. Corrosive weaponry max stack is decreased from 5 to 11 to 4 to 10. And the movement and status resistance reduction per stack is now increased by 1.5 when their alchemist is in chemical rage. Oh, okay. Okay, so it's even more. You get 7.5% movement, slow, and status resistance reduction. Seems good, dude. Seems good. I mean, getting less stacks on it doesn't really feel like a big nerf either.
Wait, I just tried in demo and she is targetable.
Oh, she is?
Did they fix it?
Maybe it was fixed then.
Oh my god.
Because yeah, I think I remember in the first release it wasn't. Valve, they're just on top of everything. Fixing everything. Duration decreased from 6 to 15 on the Ice Vortex to 6 to 12. And vision radius from 200 to 200 to 60. More vision, less cooldown, less duration. It's a trade-off. 20 talent, the 5% Ice Vortex slow and magic damage is replaced with 4 seconds duration. Okay. You pretty much have to take a talent now to get back what you had before, but you get more vision. I don't know. Kind of AA nerfs though. AA nerfed in my opinion, and I don't know if he was really that strong. Okay, Antimage. We have the first exciting thing here. Aghanim's Shard upgrade reworked. Previous effect removed. Now creates an illusion of Antimage next to an enemy caster upon reflecting their spell. Illusion deals 75% damage. 75? That's a lot, sirs. That's strong. Takes 100% damage. Jesus, is tanky. And has a duration of 4 seconds. Holy. Okay. Counterspell Ally. New ability granted by Aghanim's Shard. Oh shit, dude. Creates a counterspell shell around the targeted ally within targeted ally within 600 range. The shell similarly creates an illusion of anti-mage upon reflecting. Mana cost 45, cooldown 3. Holy, 2B is gonna be so fucking stoked about this, dude. This is very strong. Insanely strong for support anti-mage, which 2B happens to like. Yeah, I mean, it has the counterspell cooldown. This... So it's a Wait, so you still have your own? To the lab. I need to try this. Do you still have your own counterspell and that? And they don't share cooldown? They should share cooldown. They should 100% share cooldown.
Your magic ends here.
There's no way they shouldn't.
Yes.
Bruh. Tell me how this is balanced.
I'm not ready. As thou wilt.
And as I'm playing, I'm
How are you gonna cast any spell?
It's not time yet.
How are you gonna cast anything, dude?
I'm not.
Okay, 2B is just gonna have like a fucking 80% win rate on anti-mage at minimum. This is gonna be bonkers. That is a very, very value shard. All right, let's read onwards. But this is super strong, chat. You do lose the old shard, but I mean, this is so good, man. Yeah, this is so good. All right. Minus Blink is replaced with 150 Mana Void Radius. You really don't want to take that on level 10. And level 15, Mana Void Radius is replaced with Blink. So nerf to Anti-Mage, first thing there. Okay. And the 20 talent Mana Void multiplier is increased from 0.1 to 0.15. Okay. And Blink cast range is decreased. I mean, this is a massive dub for Anti-Mage. Big dub for Anti-Mage. It does reward some skill. The old shard, you could kind of just buy it and then you're good. But now you have to click buttons. But I mean, holy fuck, just click them every 3rd second, man. Arc Warden. Tempest version no longer provides magical attack bonus. Tempest version now provides 20, 40, 60, 80 base bonus attack damage. Okay. So, yeah, they just don't want the Giga Cheese with the illusions. Still not bad, because base damage works with the illusions, but it's not going to be broken as magic damage is. Yeah, the previous one was crazy. Tempest Double is now a point target ability with 700 cast range that spawns the Temple Double in the pointed area. Big buff. Definitely a huge buff. You can do a lot of shit with that. Especially on mid lane, the moment you hit level 6, you about, boom, put that on the enemy. 700 cast range, that is very good. Better talent on level 10, more HP. Level 15, the magnetic field talent is replaced with 25 magnetic field attack speed or bonus damage. And then magnetic field cooldown is nerfed a little bit. Overall, buffs to Arc Warden as well, but they nerfed the cheesy bullshit. Yeah, they buffed him overall, but less cheese. Axe agility gain is decreased, and damage increased on the counter helix from 80 to 170 to 95 to 170. Wow. That's pretty good. That's actually a lot more damage on level 1 spin. 15 more on a pure damage ability is pretty powerful. Pretty substantial increase right there. Brain Sap now fully pierces debuff immunity. Nightmare sleeping units now aren't awakened by any damage dealt by Bane. Oh boy. Bane now gets 15, 25, 35, 45, attack speed against sleeping units. Oh boy, he's gonna fucking touch us, chat. Fiend script now removes nightmare effect from the targeted enemy. Okay, so that's the way to remove it. Okay. And brain sap talent cooldown reduction is 3 seconds instead of 2, and then brain sap heal or damage is increased by 50. I mean, big buffs for Bane all around. Everything is a buff, so you can't really complain if you're a Bane picker. You got a lot of different juicy stuff right there. Batrider cast point on lasso is increased. Big nerf. You have 100 milliseconds more to react by pressing Manta, blinking out, doing something. 100 milliseconds can make a big difference for initiations like this. Especially going... Think like this, chat. 0.2 to 0.3 is some of the most important millisecond increase in Dota. Because average human reaction time is like 200 milliseconds. So a 0.2 cast point means if he blinks and clicks that immediately, you will not be able to get out from it unless you react faster than an average human. You would have to have like a, you know, a 160, 170 millisecond reaction and do something. Now, add that extra 100 milliseconds, even slow boomers, man, will have time to react with this. Average ping is about the 30 milliseconds too. Yeah, you got a little bit of ping too, you know, you got things. But this does mean that even your average Joe is going to be able to react against Flaming Lasso in a better way. So that is important. Very important. Call of the Wild ability reworked. Beastmaster summons a hawk that circles around him and dives onto an enemy within 500 range, dealing 60 to 150 damage and rooting them for 1 second. Hawk cannot be controlled, prioritizes heroes, and is killed upon Beastmaster's death. Hawk has an attack interval of 4 seconds. What? So it like keeps doing it? But it scales with attack speed? What? This sounds good, dude. Hawk duration 25, cooldown 45-40, 35-30. It's like permanently up. It's just gonna root people. What? The Hawk base health, I guess you can kill it. You gotta fucking target it, man. Is a base health increase from 150 to 300 to 250, 675. Magic resistance from 0 to up to 60%. Holy shit, you're not killing it with magic. You gotta hit that fuck. Jesus, man. Okay, to the lab. I need to see this thing right now. Beastmaster, we need to see this thing. Yeah, I mean, losing vision is huge, but his capability of just running at an enemy becomes way stronger with this. Like, look at this, dude. I want to see how fast it can go. Because it scales on attack speed.
Enough said.
I don't think it's a new one. I think it's set when you cast it.
A short
We need a new one. Okay, let's try.
What's up?
It has its own attack speed. Yeah, but it scales off attack speed. Says, oh, it's its own. Okay. I guess it doesn't scale on my attack speed. I misunderstood it then. So attack speed auras though. You know, we take more in our aura. We get the drums going. You know, get the bongos. We get the bonus move speed. Move speed aura? No, attack speed. And then, how about we solar crest it? This is jank.
On the trail.
I don't think you ever use solar crest on it.
Battle.
Yeah, I mean AC, yeah. I mean it works. It works. By the shard.
Meet your master.
Oh, it summons an additional hawk. What? Hold up. You can have 2. Hold up. Back to the lab.
Master.
Buy the shard. Ass. Drums. And then this talent. And then an enemy. Some poor schmuck. And then release the birds.
Agreed.
Okay, it's probably not so nice to walk in so that both of them do it at the same time, but you could like do it like this, right?
Quick
Yeah.
question.
Get fucked. Yes?
Are you gonna play a game after the notes?
Probably, but I mean, we'll see how long the notes are. If you want to play, you can go before me. But yeah, I do want to play after this. But
I'll wait for you.
Yeah, I'll play after.
Okay.
I mean, this seems very nice, dude. Kitty visage, lol. I mean, it's nice, dude. It's so much nicer than the Hawks for Beastmaster himself. But the vision was really big for his team. So a big reason why you picked Beastmaster was that vision advantage. It was literally game winning. So he does lose something massive, but it's very cool. The new one, I feel, is much more fun for your average player. But for pro gameplay, this does possibly make him weaker. Though I will say this still seems very good. If you go Aghanim Scepter build and just run at people, having a root that just happens all the time is fucking strong, dude. It's great. I think Aghanims is definitely the way to go. Let's keep going. Thirst max health heal creeps decreased from 11 to 20 to 8 to 20. Okay, level 1 beast, Bloodseeker a little bit weaker. Rupture duration is also decreased, so Bloodseeker just nerfed 1 second less duration on his Rupture as well. Bounty Hunter, Aghanim's Shard upgrade moved to a separate sub-ability, Friendly Shadow. New ability granted by Aghanim's Shard applies Shadow Walk and all of its bonuses to target ally. Fade time 1 second. Casting this ability does not break invisibility. Nice. So you don't fuck up your own Shadow Walk anymore, and you don't have to sacrifice your own cooldown, but you can still give invis to others. I'm not sure if keeping this shard is the most exciting thing, but you know, it's nicer now than before, for sure. Brewmaster base armor increased by 1. Holy! We can't kill him, chat. He is unkillable. Dealing or receiving magic damage also extends Brewmaster's own brewed up duration. Dealing or receiving it also increases. So he increases for 3 seconds as well. The same way others do, because that's the ignite duration. Wow, 3 extra seconds of being buffed up. Big. Fire Stance now additionally grants attack speed. Bonuses triple up when brewed up. That's going to be 100 attack speed when you take the talent as well. 100 attack speed, and you have Giga Crit. I mean, the crit is nerfed a little bit, but still, attack speed is definitely better than the 4% you lost here. This, yeah, the Fire Stance is big for DPS now. Primal Companion fixed an issue when Brewlings did not get increased health from level 20 talent. Okay. Wow. I mean, wow. I already was saying that I think Brewmaster is sleeper broken. This is massive. I think he's really strong. Aghanim Scepter upgrade removed on the Viscous Goo. What's happening here? Okay. Aghanim's Shard now also increases the stack limit by 3. Bristleback now upgradable by Aghanim Scepter. Allows Bristleback to be point targeted. Bristleback turns his back towards the target direction, and after 0.5 seconds, forcefully ejects 6 sequential quill sprays in a tight conical pattern out of his back at 0.35 second intervals. Bristleback is slowed down by 40% for a duration, disarmed, and cannot turn, but can still cast his spells in any direction. Mana cost 100. Cooldown 20. 20? That's low, dude. Alright. So he just, I mean, to the lab, I think. We gotta see this. We gotta see this.
Bristleback here.
Alright, come here, Creepwave. Let me fuck you up.
You don't say.
Brrr. Wait, what? Oh, he turns around when you do it.
Prepare for battle.
Okay. So he can walk forwards. He can do it. Oh my dude, this is I thought it was different. I didn't realize that it was like this, dude. This is strong as shit. What the fuck? This is way stronger than what I had in mind when I read that.
One step at a time.
You can still cast your spells too, so we can just like
It's not time yet, mate.
get an extra quilling.
It's not
And hold up.
time yet. You get it?
Hold up.
Yes.
It gives you Warpath. Every single one counts as one Warpath, cat. Activating it counts as 1, and then it gives you 6 extra. So clicking it once gives you, what, 7 charges, just like that? Or is it 6? I think it's 6. I don't think you get one for activating it. Yeah, it's 6 charges. Bruh. Bruh, the DPS on this thing. And to farm ancients or something. I mean, it's really low cooldown too. Woo! This seems very strong. You need to turn to cast Nasal Goo. No, he can cast his spells in any direction, it says on the patch notes. So he can still goo as well. He can still cast his spells in any direction. Hairball now applies 2 stacks of viscous nasal goo and only 1 of quill spray. Enemies in Fog of War are now hit by the goo as well as the quill spray. Viscous goo projectiles are no longer affected by spell reflection. Oh wow. Oh, that's a part of the... Is that a part of the shard? Of the hairball? I guess just hairball. Interesting. I guess just hairball, not overall to viscous. Okay. Mana cost decreased as well, and cooldown down by half. Dude, this is a bristle patch. Then again, a lot of things are strong this patch. It's hard to say exactly what it's gonna be, but bristleback looks super strong. He also got more damage on his level 10 talent. He also got more quill stack damage with that fucking Aghanims. And then he also got more health regen. He's just winning. He's just winning, chat. Broodmother, minus base armor. She's dead. Base strength is increased though. Agi gain increased. Lifesteal from creeps now reduced by 40%. Nice. And damage decrease. Fuck Broodmother. I'm happy, chat. I'm happy. Fuck Broodmother. All my homies hate Broodmother. Get rid of that fucker. Good. Good. See you never, Brood. Hoof Stomp radius decreased from 350 to 325. Cast point is improved from 0.5 to 0. It's instant. Holy... Okay, you know what I said about Batrider going from 0.2 and 0.3? How like, oh, the average human reaction time actually... Well, fuck you. You can't react to 0. What? Oh, wait. Hold up. Never mind. Winds up. It winds up, chat. It's fine. Winds up. We cool. We cool. Centaur Warrunner can move. He can move during it. Okay, okay. Casting other abilities using items or issuing either hold or cancel will cancel the cast. Also, you can still pump fake it as well. I mean, that's really nasty though. Moving and using Q. That's really cool. And Double Edge got half a second cooldown reduction. And the strength damage is increased from 60 to 120 to 60 to 150. Lab it up? Alright, we'll lab it up, chat. To the lab. We gotta save the lab for the really cool things. But I'll let you do this one too. Just because it sounds kinda... Yeah, look at that. We're just like cruising forward.
Prepare yourselves for the main event. Halt! Kneel! My steel thirsts. Halt!
That's pretty cool though.
Halt! Kneel!
Yeah, you can't like pre-click it, like... You can't do this. Yeah, so Blink Stomping is actually weaker now. So Blink is nerfed for Centaur. That's a big point actually. Yeah. But you can buy Force Staff instead? No, actually that doesn't work as well. Yeah, items don't work. It's not about items. But what you can do is you can play into the Aghanims. This is the genius of Valve. They want us to use the Aghanims, chat, so that we pick a friend up. What the fuck? Right. I thought I clicked it on you. Come on, bro. You pick a friend up and don't get the movement speed for some reason, because I already had it. The fuck? Am I fucking it up? Did they change the hotkeys on this? Tosses an ally in a cart behind him. Pick him up, motherfucker. Did they change it? New ability by Aghanim. I think they changed it. Yeah. Okay, we need to go back and read the full changes on Centaur. Workhorse, new ability granted by Aghanim Scepter. Centaur Warrunner deploys and pulls a cart for 8 seconds, gaining the Stampede buff for the first 3.5, 4, and 4.5 seconds, depending on level of Stampede. Whilst active, the Workhorse ability is replaced with Hitch a Ride sub-ability that can be activated with the previous effect. The Workhorse goes on cooldown once the cart disappears. mana cost, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so we put this up, and then we can do this. Okay, this is pretty big, because what this means now is that you can go in and rescue someone, right? Say we have average Pepega teammates, right? Average Pepega teammates, he's out of position, right? Well, we're out of position. He's surrounded by enemies, about to die, and we see this, we're like, hold up, come here, homie. Boom. And then we're out of here. So now you don't have to be close to cast it, because you can just get close with this. And this thing actually is pretty good, because it allows you to stampede in and use your Q. So it's pretty good. Exactly. So we can put out the workhorse, take this, put this fucker in it, and then we just cruise in, blah, 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 and while we go in, we like stomp there with a drive-by. The fact that you can stun while running now is a big buff to the Aghanims as well, because you don't want to stop if you're carrying precious cargo like a IMMORTAL. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. Minimum stun increased from 1 to 1.6 to 1.25 to 2 seconds. Pretty big, pretty big. Maximum damage increased from 120 to 300 to 150 to 330. Okay. Creep damage multiplier increased from 1.5 to 1.6. Sure. And more lifesteal. Pretty good buffs, honestly. I mean, the Chaos Bolt buffs are really nice. 0.4 more stun is really good. And even the minimum, going from, you know, even level 1, going from 1 to 1.25 is pretty big. Let's keep going. Penitence now grants Chen 150, 150, 250, 350 bonus attack range on the target. Holy shit. It's the support Chen that Tubi was doing is coming in. He can actually right click now. Holy Persuasion, Aghanim Scepter Martyrdom cast range decreased from global to 1200. Aghanim Scepter Martyrdom can now be cast on enemies to damage them for the current values of Hand of God. Huh? Interesting. So you can nuke people. So you just run up and fucking nuke people with it instead. Interesting. Yeah, you can do a lot of damage with that. I mean, we don't amplify it with this anymore because Penitence doesn't amplify damage, but that's interesting. I guess you can spell amp it and do other stuff as well. Interesting avenues for Chen. Aghanim Scepter now increases the number of hits to kill burning skeleton archers by 1. Okay. Skeleton walk cooldown is increased. So overall, big nerf to Clinks here. 6 extra seconds on skeleton walk is going to definitely hurt his level 1. Burning army spawn interval is decreased from 0.5 to 0.15. So the army will pop out faster. Distance between spawn skeletons is decreased from 325 to 225. And cast range is decreased by a lot. Okay. And then skeleton walk cooldown reduction is increased on this. So you might want to take this more now. Yeah, you definitely take that. You definitely take skeleton walk cooldown on level 10. Death Pact health increase. Okay. And strafe cooldown reduction. Sure. I mean, the Aghanims is probably pretty good now. Let's keep going. Projectile vision range while traveling decreased from 600 to 250. Why did it have 600? It was fucking huge, man. Now increases jetpack movement speed bonus from 20 to 40%. Oh, the overclocking. Okay. Kind of cool, I guess. I mean, the overclocking should buff everything, I feel, so sure. Freezing field for CM. Aghanim Scepter now ALS. ALS. This is a new word. Allows Crystal Maiden to move, attack, and cast spells during freezing field in addition to previous effects. Okay. Okay, so this is an Aghanim Scepter thing now. Scepter time to Frostbite increased from 175 to 2.5. Okay, so Scepter becomes pretty value because it does a lot of things for you. What is this, though? New ability granted by Aghanim's Shard. Crystal Clone. Crystal Maiden slides backwards 275 units, creating a crystal clone of herself in her place. Whenever the clone times out after 5 seconds or is destroyed, the current level of Frostbite is applied to all enemies within 300 radius. So pretty small AoE. The clone is untargetable, but can be damaged by AoE effects. Clone health is 150, mana cost. Oh my god, it's 12-second cooldown? Yeah, she's Sub-Zero. It's the Sub-Zero bait. It's actually Mortal Kombat. It is literally just Sub-Zero. But for magic stuff only, you can't auto-attack it. Interesting. Lab it up. I think we gotta lab that. That has to be. I think CM players are gonna rejoice about this one. This is, yeah, this sounds super jukey, dude. Can you do this while you cast ulti as well if you have Aghanim Scepter? Okay, let me try it. Wow, look at that. That's the dog. Oh my god, my dog is confused even. Oh my god, little puppy. He's like, he got confused. Oh, now he knows. Now he knows. Okay, so let's get an enemy, and then let's say he skills hook. You know, it's time. This Bliat is gonna come up here and hook.
It seems so.
Okay, wait. I forgot the. We gotta go here and then hook. Do it.
Our needs
CM is now the counter to Pudge, not the other way around. Dude, you're not hooking a CM. You're just not hooking a CM, man. If she got her eyes on you, no way, man. No way. Mirana arrows? No way. What you gonna do? You gonna try and hook around and curve it? This ability is really good. It's really good. And if they're close, they get frostbitten as well. Hold up. Yeah, this is big, dude. Alright, let's do this. So ulti. Yep. I mean, the ulti is also big now, dude. You get so many things from it now that you also get the attacking capabilities and spellcasting capabilities. Dude, CM is just, she's so strong. She's so strong now. Yeah, I want to play Crystal Maiden mid, man. If she's not a support, fuck off support players. She's a mid.
Excuse me?
She's a mid?
We're fighting over CM.
Fight me.
No.
Be mine. Vacuum radius is decreased on lower levels, but still the same on max level. Surge mana cost is increased to 50 always. And distance for max power. Okay. Minor nerfs to Darks here. I mean, the surge nerfs probably hurt the most. The normal punch, I guess, can also matter. But honestly, it was so easy to get maximum on it. You can still easily get maximum on it. Alright, let's see. Dark Willow. Bedlam is now a 900 range ally targeted ability. Can target yourself. If cast on an ally, Jex travels to the ally at 1800 speed like fucking lightning and spins around them for the duration of the effect.
Listen, this is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, that's big. That's massive.
This is
because
so
support
fucking
Willow
nice.
doesn't have to go in anymore. She can just
Exactly.
fucking send in someone else. 900 range?
I'm buying Aether Lens first item on Willow now.
Yeah, it's probably good. It was already a pretty good item for her, and now if you have long range on Bedlam, you put that shit on a Leshrac or a Lifestealer or something.
Axe. Imagine an axe. Oh my goodness. Or Legion.
Yeah. No, this is very strong. Very, very strong. I mean, what a buff. What a nice buff.
That is beautiful.
Dawn gets +1 armor. Cast point is improved on the Starbreaker. Aghanim's Shard no longer improves the cast point. And the Solar Guardian stun now pierces debuff immunity. Wow, you really gotta get out of the circle. Okay. The Steel Hammer slow is increased. Wow, by 1%. And the Starbreaker Swipe, okay, whatever. Pretty nice buffs though. I mean, armor is massive for her. Cast point is very nice, and this is also very nice. So big buffs for her as well. Let's see, Dazzle. What are you doing for Dazzle? Shallow Grave mana cost is decreased. Okay. Shadow Wave mana cost is decreased. Aghanim Scepter upgrade can now bounce between allies and enemies regardless of who it's cast on. Nice. So it's not selecting. That's very good. It should probably have been like that from the start. That's smart. That's good. And then Bad Juju. Instances of health cost increase now stack independently of each other. Okay. And health cost increase duration is decreased from 30, 25 to 20 to 20 always. Wait, what am I reading here? The instances of health cost increase now stack independently of each other? Bro, what does that even mean? Like Warpath on Bristle? Oh! 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 It's huge! It's a huge buff. Oh, it doesn't reset. Okay. So if you can, yeah, it's a huge buff. It's a huge buff. Yeah, it's massive. It's a massive buff. You can cast Bad Juju. Yeah, I mean, wow. Okay. That's massive, dude. Dazzle is now playable. He went from unplayable to playable with this. It's fixed, not buff, because it was bad. I mean, it's fixed or buff. I mean, it doesn't say fix here. It's just a change. It's a buff in my eyes, but yeah, it should have been like this before. I agree. Yeah, this is massive buff. You don't understand? Okay, so previously casting Bad Juju, you get a penalty, right? It takes your HP, and if you cast it again, you take even more damage, and you get a second charge. So instead of 1, you have 2 now. And that would also extend the duration of the first one. So when you cast it, it would be 30 seconds again that you have to wait. But now, if you cast it once and then wait 15 seconds and then cast it again, you don't have to wait 30 seconds for the first one to disappear. You only have to wait 15 seconds for the first one to disappear, which ultimately leads to a huge buff. I mean, he's way better now. It's not even close. Not really lab worthy. I understand how it works, but it's a massive buff. That's always way better. The level 10 attack speed replaced with the poison attack range. Okay, and poison attack range. Nice. You get that early now. That's pretty big. Wow, that's always just strong now, I think. Death Prophet's base movement speed is increased by 5. Exorcism spirit damage is increased from 59 to 64 to 62 to 67. Okay. And the 25% Spirit Siphon move speed slow is replaced with Crypt Swarm applies 50% slow for 1 second. AoE slow, I guess, but a little bit worse for single targeting. Really annoying, though. If you take the Crypt Swarm CDR and then take that, that can be like a gush, basically. Like the Aghanim's gush from Tide, just slowing people. I think that would be very annoying. You can get really low cooldown on Crypt Swarm. If the target is trapped inside the kinetic field, the Thunderstrike now hits all other enemies inside the field. Oh, so no matter how you hide, it's like an electrified fence. Yeah, cool. So if you're inside, multiple heroes inside the kinetic field, then all of them are going to get hit by a Thunderstrike, no matter how they try to hide. Yeah, Thunderdome. Literally Thunderdome. Yeah, I like that. It's a very adorable, way to do it. Thunderstrike radius is replaced with plus 10 Thunderstrike damage per strike. 10 damage per strike. I mean, it's already 115. Plus 10 is not even a 10% damage increase. Kinda low. Kinda low for a level 10 talent. I think you take kinetic field every day. I think you always take kinetic fields. I mean, I guess if you get the extra strikes later on, but... Or with a shard, right? I think it's shard that gives it. Still kind of shit, though. Oh, it's 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Wait. Oh, replace with plus 10 Thunderstrike damage per strike. Oh, so for every time it ticks, it does more. So it does 10 on the first one, 20. Okay. Then it's pretty good. I thought it was just like 10 damage, on the strikes. Okay. Then it's not actually bad. Okay, then it's good. Never mind. Scratch what I said. Thank you, Bruno, for correcting. Doom. I feel like Bruno takes a lot of joy from finally getting to see here the rollout of what he's worked on, getting to see the reaction of both chat and Mr. Streamer here. I like that you always hang out when I'm reading the patch notes, Bruno. I really like it. All right, let me keep going here. Scorched Earth, now upgradable by the Aghanim Shard, heals Doom and controlled units for 60% of damage values. Okay. Interesting. Interesting, interesting. I mean, that could be quite a lot of heals. Could be quite a lot of heals, actually. Aghanim's shard removed and the stun duration is increased, so stronger. Doom no longer applies mute. Okay. Interesting. Now makes the target unable to be healed. Oh, a little bit of an AA effect. I assume that this means HP regen doesn't work as well. I wonder. You can't be healed, but I guess you can't regen as well then. Damage per second increased from 30 to 60 to 30 to 70. And cooldown decreased from 145 to 140, 130, 120. Wow. Wow. That sounds pretty good. You can just BKB and TP out from Doom, Lamau. You can, but maybe you're still dead. Because you TP out to your fountain, but you can't heal. So if you can't heal, then you might still be dead, right? If Doom got you. Let's try. Let's see if HP regen works. I'm curious. I guess that you can't heal at all. I guess it's just a full counter to healing. So let's get an alchemist here, and get an alchemist and pop this, and then yep. He ain't regenning, dude. That's nasty. That's nasty, dude. That hurts. I mean, that paired up with the damage increase on the ulti and the cooldown reduction of the ulti means that Doom just does so much more damage now overall. Of course, you can still use your items, so in a way, it doesn't seem as bad to get doomed, but it's still very dangerous to get hit by it. Yeah, I mean, it will destroy regen-heavy builds and survivability from, you know, heals and regens. That's big. Yeah, Huskar counter. Oh, yeah. Doom Huskar, and he's done, dude. He's actually just done. What the fuck do you do as a Huskar? Oh, boy. And he still has a Doom applies mute talent on 25. They replaced the Infernal Blade damage with... Oh, boy. If you get to 25, it's just super Doom. Okay. He doesn't have the CDR talent anymore, though. You got the Infernal Blade. Okay, so the CDR on the ulti, you know, you lose the 20 talent, though, for it. Dragon Tail. This is the one that was represented in the emotes as a dragon with the peaches, you know, the dragon ass. He got the Dragon Tail plus 50 on the cast range on changed form. Sure. Elder Dragon form bonus movement speed is increased. So he gets 5 more movement speed and actually 10 more movement speed on max level. Corrosive Breath damage per second from 20 to 30 to 25 to 35. And then Breathe Fire damage and cast range in Dragon form from 75 to 85%. I still think you take the Elder Dragon form attack range. I have messed around with the Breathe Fire. It is massive, but I still think the attack range is nice. Maybe this will put you over the edge for killing creeps, though. Like one-hitting creep waves. I think you already... Yeah. Maybe you kill creep waves easier. While on Glacier, marksmanship now isn't disabled by enemies in the proximity. Drow Ranger can now freely walk off the glacier over the barrier. Oh, dude, the shard got a lot better for Drow. Tubi is just smiling so much about this patch. What the fuck, man? Level 25 multi-shot talent for waves decreased from 3 to 1. This talent no longer increases the total channel time, making all the waves faster. So yeah, you only get 1 more multi-shot, but it's increasing DPS, which is important. The previous one was pretty ass because you had to stand still and channel it for so long. You would definitely rather have the +1 and have it be quicker because that bursts people. So this is way better. Let's keep going. Creep damage multiplier is increased from 125 to 1.4. Mid Earth Spirit, man. Rolling Boulder now makes Earth Spirit completely untargetable and invulnerable while rolling. The hero is still vulnerable during the delay after the cast. Okay. Completely untargetable. And does that mean that we can roll through Chronosphere? I wonder. Can we zip like a storm zips through Chrono? I need to test. Science has to be done.
Better spot.
So if I put this here... But you were in the way. Sir! Sir! We can't roll through him, at least. We can! Boom! Look at that. Over here now. Yeah, also Rupture. He doesn't care about Rupture. That's a great call, chat. If you Rupture Earth Spirit, he just rolls away. He doesn't give a fuck. So, it has a few, you know, implications. The talent for Spell Amp is also increased by 10% Spell Amp on level 10. That's a big talent. And the Magnetize damage and duration is increased from 25 to 30. Mid-Earth Spirit, man, I'm saying it. It's good now, definitely. More damage on the Q. Invulnerability. Sounds really good. More Spell Amp, more damage. I mean, sounds good. Bonus attack range is increased by 25 on Enchant Totem and 50 more AoE on Aftershock. Just in time for TI. What a coincidence. What a coinkydink. Earth Spirit getting a little bit of buffs, you know, or Earth Shaker getting a bit of buffs. It just has to be, huh? It's never a TI without ES. He's here to cash in the Aegis and then get nerfed after he wins TI. Radius decreased on the Stomp by 25. Radius increased on the Flame Guard by 50. Cast point increased on the Fire Remnant. Agnum Shard radius on the Burn is down. Makes sense. It was way too oppressive. Now only starts dealing damage once the Remnant stops moving. Okay, yeah, sure. It actually started doing damage where you cast it before it reached the point, I think, even. I think the damage was like already there and waiting, even though the thing was traveling there. So it was kind of weird. And Activate Fire Remnant cast point also increased by... Dude, 0.2 here, 0.2 here. That's 200 milliseconds. I talked about those milliseconds, chat. I think this is pretty big nerfs to Ember. Don't think we're going to see him as much. Enchantress, 2 base damage reduced. Now Agnum Scepter increases the maximum number of enchanted creeps by 1. Previously it was an Agnum Shard, that's true. And attack slow is from 120 to 200 to 100 to 200, sure. And Litter Friends, now granted by Agnum Scepter, now also roots the target in place for 2 seconds. And plus 0.5 for each creep in range when... Max of 5... Dude, Broodmother, if Brood stands next to her spiders, she fucking done for, dude. 5-second root with all her spiders hitting her, with them having bonus 100% attack speed. She gonna get fucked up by her own spiders so fast, dude. Okay, Little Friends is finally a good ability. I'm willing to say it. I think it's finally a good ability. It is an Agnum Scepter now, which is interesting. And now Sproink is granted by Shard. Targets decrease... Ain't no way, dude. I mean, okay, they doubled the cooldown, but... Ain't no way, man. It's too good. It's so good. Isn't this too good? I guess CM has something similar now. This sounds very good, dude. For 1400 gold, this sounds really good. This sounds really good. Alright. What's Sproink mana cost? It's 50. Very manageable mana cost. Enigma no longer cast on units. Now a no target ability that summons 3 Eidolons, 100 units left, right, and behind Enigma. Oh, so he can't even pick where he summons them. Really, it's like left, right, and behind. Now as a health cost, what? In addition to its mana cost. What? I mean, I guess Enigma was kind of popular, but this seems like such a big nerf, no? Yeah, I think Fly is... maybe I need to call him, like... Is he alright? Yeah, fuck Enigma. I mean, I see it. Damage interval decreased from 1 second to 0.5 total damage unchanged. That's a buff. That's a buff. I mean, not a big buff, but it helps. And then attack speed is nerfed as well. Dude, this seems so big of a nerf. This is good, so lame denying so many creeps for nothing. Yeah, but I mean, I get the first 2 things, but then he just gets a fucking soul ring effect on it as well. It still has a mana cost. It costs mana and HP, dude. I don't know, it seems terrible. Imagine using Soul Ring to use demonic conversion. I hurt myself so I can hurt myself even more. I'm an Enigma main. Yeah. Enjoy. Interesting. Faceless Void. 15 count, 1 second time walk is replaced with 15 time lock damage, and time lock damage is instead time walk cooldown. I'm not even sure if I'm mad or happy about this. I play, you know, I like Faceless Void. It's kind of a nerf, but we do get more damage. It's a buff. 50 damage for level 15 is way better than 70 on 20 as well. I mean, it's a buff, but we lose the time walk cooldown. I don't know. It's a nerf. It's a buff. It's a burf. It's a burf, chat. It's a burf. Interesting. Level 20 talent choice though. Yeah, now you get time walk or the attack speed during Chronosphere. Yeah, it's tough to take both there. You know, like you can't get both, so you gotta commit for the attack speed. I think attack speed and time lock, more DPS, I guess overall. I mean, his DPS is gonna be huge with 15 and 20 talent combined. Grimstroke Phantom's Embrace now refreshes when the Phantom reaches Grimstroke, rather than the moment rend damage is dealt. Projectile speed increased from. Well, previously it refreshed twice. It refreshed both when the damage was dealt and when it reached you. That's why I could do the trick that I found that people then named the Thompson trick, because chat fucking hates me and doesn't want me to get credit for discovering things. So it's called Thompson trick, even though Thompson had nothing to do with it. So now the Thompson trick doesn't work anymore. Nerf to Thompson, even though he doesn't know that it is. But yes. Predictable speed increase is big though. That's a big buff. Inkswell buff duration increased from 3 to 5 seconds. Can now be detonated via Ink Explosion sub-ability at any time during its effect to end it with an AoE explosion. The sub-ability replaces Inkswell for the duration of the buff. Cooldown starts upon cast. Ah. Max stun duration is increased from 1 to 2.8 to 1.3 to 2.8. And cast range is increased from 4. Bro, they are finally... Now Soulbind fully pierces... They are finally fixing Grimstroke a little bit. This hero has been so sad. So sad. 5 second duration on Inkswell is quite a while. And it does have its DPS as well, you know? It's 70 DPS. So at worst, it's still 140 extra damage you could be doing. And then you also have better stun on level 1 and a little bit more cast range. All around good. Good. Yeah, max threshold is still the same time as well, so it's not nerfed in any way, really. Gyrocopter now grants Gyrocopter 20, 30, 40, 50% slow resistance for... We were thinking about this. We were thinking about this shit during the emotes, and it made no sense. I couldn't decode this fucking line. It gives Gyro slow resistance. We knew it was slow, but we didn't really understand how. We were like, oh, fucking Rocket Barrage slows people? He's slow resistant, chat. No wonder we didn't fucking crack it. We didn't know what slow resistance was. Interesting. So he's just speedy. He's speed. Radius is increased from 1,000 to 1,250. I think there was 1,200 in the patch notes. No, maybe not. Grants additional bonus night vision. An Aghanim Scepter Side Gunner now attacks an additional target when Flak Cannon is active. 2 targets at the same time. Oh, so when it's active, it's an extra one. Interesting. Dude, that's so good. Aghanim Scepter is really good too now. Wow. Gyrocopter is very buffed. Very, very buffed. Scurry now provides 50, 100, 150, 200 attack and cast range when activated. Wow. Does not doubly apply to Acorn Shot. Sharpshooter now deals half the damage to creeps that the bolt flies through. What? Yo, that's huge. I'm gonna farm ancients. Let's shoot the ancients, chat. That's not gonna be very impressive. But still, you can farm creep waves. You can actually push. Aghanim Scepter now also increases the sharpshooter's projectile and charge speed by 25%. And the talent is now replaced with 125 sharpshooter max damage. Okay. Okay. Interesting. I mean, that's a lot of damage. Partial on steroids? Kinda. But I mean, it takes a while to channel it, so it should be. Kinda cool. Kinda cool, to be honest. I think this is the big part. The scurry providing cast range is the biggest buff here. By far. By far. Because you scurry and run up to catch some fucker who's split pushing. Now you have a free ether lens to use your W, and you can cast all your bullshit on them. This is massive, chat. This is massive. This thing right here is gonna make Hoodwink really popular among the Hoodwink spammers. They're gonna come out of their shells and they're gonna spam this shit. It's really big. This change alone is really massive. Life Break now additionally slows the target's attack speed by 100. Yeah, why not, dude? Why not? Why not make Huskar fuck my girlfriend too when he uses this? Fuck this fucking guy, dude. He has a built-in disarm. He heals. He slows. He fucks. What the fuck, man? Can I have a Doom in every fucking game that someone picks this piece of shit hero? Just come and click Doom on him? I'm so done, dude. What the fuck do I do? As if he didn't counter TA hard enough. What the fuck do I do, man? I can't fight, I can't run, even if I tried to attack, I was already disarmed, so I guess I shouldn't cry too much, because, you know, I was already getting disarmed anyway. But now he doesn't need to disarm me, he can hold the disarm until this shit runs out, and then he can disarm me afterwards. Yeah, fucking hell, dude. Alright, let's keep going. Invoker is now a universal hero. I'm gonna pretend Huskar doesn't exist. I'm banning Huskar every fucking game for the rest of my life until they change Huskar. Huskar is a universal hero. Scratch that. Huskar is most definitely not a universal. Fuck Huskar. Invoker is now a universal hero. Base health regen is reduced. Base damage is 2 to 10. Agility gain is decreased from 1.9 to 1.8. Base intelligence is increased from 15 to 19. Intelligence gain is decreased. His damage on level 1 is decreased by 6 to 4, from 44 to 50 to 38 to 46. And the damage per level is up from 4.6 to 5.74 per level. Holy, this man likes levels. Strength per level is decreased. No longer grants health regen. Now grants 2 to 8% spell lifesteal on invoker's abilities per orb on cast. The value is stored at the moment of spell cast and cannot be changed by swapping orbs after. So we can go quas orbs, cast meteor, and then swap out of it, and the meteor is gonna be a spell lifestealing meteor. All spell lifesteal works with 1/5 strength on creeps. Does not affect items. Agi no longer grants attack speed. Now, dude, I need to talk to Stormstormer after this. What the fuck? Now grants 1 to 7% cooldown reduction per orb on all invokers' abilities and items. And items? So you Midas on W, chat. You WWW and then Midas. You WWW and then Midas, chat. Very important. Okay. What the fuck, dude? There's some shit going on here. No longer grants damage, grants int, and then less int, I mean, and then 1 to 7% spell amplification on all invokers' abilities per instance on cast. So this motherfucker can pump up his spell amp by 21% with base exort here at max level. And then the value is stored at the moment, yeah. Now heals invoker for 16 to 125 every time it procs? Freeze cooldown decreased 0.83 to 0.62 to 0.8 to 0.59. And mana cost is decreased. Bro, Invoker is getting some changes here. Ghostwalk now grants Invoker 10 to 80 HP regen. Okay. And mana regen. 5 to 40? Huh? He's a fucking fountain, dude. The Radiance build. You go Radiance. Hold up, chat. Let us cook. Radiance Invoker. Quas Orbs. Ghost Walk. Spell Lifesteal with Radiance. Regen with this shit. We go. We just go. Yes. Yes. Radiance Invoker is the way, chat. Yes. It's good. It's good. Doesn't apply to items? Oh, true. This doesn't apply to items, right? Spell abilities only. Fuck. Does not affect items, right? But this shit does affect items. This shit, I mean, it's confusing. Still good. Still go Radiance. Fuck it, chat. Go Radiance anyway. Go Radiance anyway. You're a walking fountain. What's to lose? Tornado lift duration increased from 0.85 to 2.6, 1.2 to 2.6. Okay, Tornado got way better, but it's gonna fuck with the muscle memory of every Invoker out there. So it's good. It's a nerf to Invoker pickers, but it's a buff to Invoker at its core, right? Invoker players will fuck up, but Invoker is a strong hero, so we can flame them when they fuck up as well. Good. Mana cost down. Mana cost down. Sunstrike damage is increased from 120 to 540. 200 level 1? That's a lot, dude. That's kind of a lot, though. The value level 1 Sunstrike from a Quas Wix Invoker is fucking strong now. Yeah, 200 plus spell amp. Well, I mean, it's only gonna be 3% spell amp at most, but you could do it with 21% cooldown reduction, possibly. Or with big spell lifesteal from it. Deafening Blast, mana cost. So you got a lot of mana cost fixes, and he got mana from this. I guess it's because he lost a lot of int as well, though. Interesting. We'll see how it plays out. Aghanim Shard no longer grants bonus spell amplification. It now grants a slow resistance. Took away a lot of fun memes with this, but probably pretty damn strong to get slow resistant on IO combos, to be honest. Sounds very good for him. Aghanim Scepter no longer increases Macropyre distance. Aghanim Scepter now increases the Macropyre width. It's the girth of the Macropyre that matters, chat. It's 70 wider. The bonus duration is decreased from 15 to 5. And it now adds 2 walls of ice along the edges. Holy! Oh, to the lab. I'm not even reading the rest of that. Let's fucking... Yo, you just clicked this on the enemy. And what the fuck did they do? What's the counterplay? What do you even do, chat? You're just fucked, no? You fucked with the wrong dragon. Let me out. Oh, wait. It's not ice paths. It's literally ice walls. What the fuck? He got Invoker spell. I thought it was ice path. He fucking stole ice wall.
This is the very definition of first.
What the fuck? Invoker hero. He stole Invoker spells. Okay. Interesting. I thought it was Ice Path, which would be probably way too OP. Okay. Fair enough. 2 walls of ice. Yeah, not ice paths. Trying to cross them. Blah, blah, blah. 70% slow. Damage is pure and the slow pierces debuff immunity. Ice wall width is 80. Slow linger duration 0.4. Okay. I mean, that Aghanim Scepter looks fucking great, dude. It looks great. It looks like an amazing axe, to be honest. Like, you lose some distance, you lose some duration. Who gives a fuck? In a team fight, this shit destroys. It's BKB piercing on the slow. You know how good this is? This seems amazing. Alright, let's see here. We have talent changes for Juggernaut. The Blade Fury duration is replaced with Blade Fury DPS on 15. Okay. And they took away that and gave Blade Fury cooldown. And Blade Dance lifesteal is increased from 50 to 60. But lifesteal is now calculated after armor reduction. So massive nerf to Juggernaut. Well, fix that nerfs his lifesteal a lot. He won't be able to solo Tormentors now. He won't be able to lifesteal from Tormentors at all. He actually can probably still solo Tormentors very easily, just a healing ward. But, you know, by the time you're level 20, you can definitely do it. But the Blade Dance won't allow you to solo Tormentors. You have to use healing ward, at least. You gotta click a button. Wow. But the 100 Blade Fear DPS is kind of tempting, dude. Look at that. You can go Radius, DPS, Blade Fury cooldown, and they buy the shard as well. You can now go for a Blade Fury build. Kind of interesting. Kind of interesting. I think the right build is still very strong, but it's interesting. I mean, 15 talent getting 100 DPS sounds very strong. We have Keeper of the Light, Mana Restore decreased from 80 to 320 to 75 to 300. Mana Restore and cooldown reduction are now 25% more effective when cast on self. Ah, yes, yes. Fuck the others. It is I, Keeper of the Light. Oh, what, you want mana? Okay, okay. I give mana. Casts on self. Very nice. Lifesteal still there, lol. Yeah, lifesteal is still there, but you can't lifesteal from the Tormentor. Because Tormentor has Barrier, and you can't lifesteal from Barrier. The only reason lifesteal previously worked against Tormentor is because it calculated before damage reduction, so it ignored the Barrier, thus lifestealing anyway, even though the Barrier was there. So that's what I meant when I said he can't lifesteal from the Tormentor, is that, well, he now can't lifesteal from the Tormentor. But lifesteal is still there. That's true. You can still go for it. It's still going to help against other things. But for heroes, would it be weaker? It's going to be way weaker. I mean, 10% more lifesteal, but it's calculated after armor. It's only going to be stronger against someone who has less than 10% physical resistance. You know how many heroes have that when you're level 20? Not a whole lot. You gotta have to bring in some Slardar minus armor and shit, you know? Like, if you have massive minus armor, yeah, it could theoretically be stronger. But on average, it's gonna be way weaker against heroes. Way weaker. Especially against big tanky heroes like, you know, fighting against a Morphling or Terrorblade or literally any carry. You're not gonna win those fights as Juggernaut the way you did before. Let's keep going. Damage and slow are now applied to all enemies in the torrent area throughout the duration, not just the enemies caught by the stun. Oh. The damage and slow, but you're not stunned. So if you mistime it, you don't stun the target, but they're still slowed and they take damage. Okay. Big buff. Why did I skip Coddle? I already read Coddle, dude. I just went back and mentioned a little bit here. I mean, yeah, it's a buff to Coddle. I don't know. It's not super exciting changes, but it does mean the selfish Polyphocodal is better. Return cast point is decreased from 0.4 to 0.2. Okay, just making it easier to combo for Kunkas. Base strength decreased by 2 and -5 movement speed for Legion. Nothing big to mention there. I do think that she was very strong. Still very good though. Edict mana cost is decreased from 95 to 155 to 90 and 150. Sure, minor buff. And talent level 25, lightning can bounce twice on units replaced with Pulse Nova triggers Lightning Storm. Summons a single bolt upon every 2 seconds upon a random enemy in Pulse Nova. Prioritizes heroes. You know what? I was just enjoying the fucking double bounce Lightning Storm. It was really good. I had a fucking Poggers Leshrac game where that shit saved my ass. So I honestly think the previous one was pretty good. This is better for a lot of scenarios, though. It's definitely going to be really good for running people down. It's going to be very hard to get away from Leshrac. And, okay. This is what this meant. I was trying to understand this in the changelog. Level 20 talent, plus 100 Chain Frost damage is replaced with Chain Frost on death. You kill Lich, he fucking shoots. He fucking bursts out a Chain Frost on you. If he puts down the shard and then ultis you and then you kill him, you have 2 bouncing Chain Frosts fucking destroying you really fast. This is a big buff, I would say. I mean, the 100 damage, sure, it's nice, but for support Lich, this is just great, man. You don't have to be so worried about dying. You just go in. Fuck it, you know? Yeah. Yeah, this seems nice. Lifesteal, let's keep going. Level 15 talent, damage is increased from 25 to 30. HP is also... hold up. I just fucked it up. HP is also increased by 25, and Feast Lifesteal is replaced with Feast, Lifesteal, and damage. Okay. I mean, it probably should have been damage from the start as well. Just some buffs to his talents. I mean, it's nice, but nothing huge for Lifestealer. I think the bigger part for Lifestealer is that Armlet. Armlet is going to be really good on him, because he's one of the heroes that enjoy it, and Armlet now has the slow resistance, which sure doesn't matter with the rage so much, but it will be useful overall. Not the biggest changes for him, though. Lina. Dragon Slave damage is decreased from 85 to 325 to 75 to 300. Now also burns enemies, dealing 10 to 40 damage per second. Damage interval 1, burn duration 2. Okay, okay. So you're saying it's 380 damage, really, and it cancels blink daggers a bit. Sure, not the same super speedy damage, but wait. Does this still work with a shard? Does the tick damage also increase? I wonder. I think the tick damage with the shard could also work. It doesn't. It doesn't. It does. Okay, we have different people saying different things. We gotta see if it does 40 or if it does more. Okay, let's test that first.
Lena here.
I didn't even read all the changes honestly on it, so let's just
on it.
Let's just see here. Let's get the shard and we throw a Q over here, run a Q over there, and then boom. It seems it doesn't. It only took 29 twice, so that's not increased. That's not increased. Okay, let's go back.
Let it burn.
And what do we have? Mana cost is rescaled on Lightstrike Array to go up to quite high. Laguna now supercharges Lina, granting her 10 stacks of Fire Soul for 5 seconds. 10? I didn't realize she was supposed to go to 10. You're crazy. What do you mean supercharges? And what do you mean granting her? Can she go above 10? Can she go to 17? Is it anime time? How anime is it? I need to see.
Fire in my
Does it just get stuck at 10 or does it go even higher? I wonder. Okay.
Yes.
Prepare for battle.
So if we cast this and then okay, it goes to 10. I mean
It's not time yet.
I mean 10 is
Yes.
10 is a lot, man. 200 bonus damage per ability that we cast within 5 seconds afterwards, ulti. So you kind of want to lead with ulti when you gank if you want to get maximum damage.
Let's heat things up.
And what else do we have? Let's keep going. We have Lion. No longer has mana cost. Can now target allies without the level 15 talent. Grants bonus movement speed when used on allies. And no longer drains mana from Lion when the allied target is at full mana. Okay, so he can give movement speed to someone without losing mana himself. Movement speed and mana restored are decreased by 50% of the slow and mana stolen values. Okay. Interesting. So he's pug dying. He's gonna suck on people. He's gonna come out and suck. Being forced to watch ads while stream is running is absolutely idiotic. Well, Honey Dipper, I'm sorry to say, but if I only ran ads when my stream is offline, I wouldn't get money. And as you know, among others, are not a sub, it's the way that you support the channel. I gotta make a living. This is my job, sir. If I don't have ads, I make $0 other than the people who go out of their way to support through actually subscribing. So he can't hear you. No, the ads are over. He can hear me. It's only 2 ads or 2 minutes of ads per 60 minutes of stream, which is not very much. But if you don't like ads, you can always subscribe. Other than that, thank you so much for watching the ads. I appreciate it. It's to help me do what I do. As I'm sitting here doing an 11-hour stream, you know. It's it's only possible because I actually make a living from it. Anyway, let's keep going. We have Lion being able to suck on teammates. Then 15 talent, mana drain restores allies replaced with -2-second cooldown on Hex. So he gets a better Hex. And then the -Hex cooldown is replaced with Earth Spike affects a 30-degree cone. Ah, fuck it. We gotta go lab, dude. I don't understand, you know, simple geometry, but I don't fucking know, man. What does it mean, man? Yeah. Let's see it. I can't. I can't. I don't understand. How wide is it?
To hell and back.
Oh, this I understand. He triple penetrates. That's what you meant to say. Oh yeah. Now that sounds better. He's got the triple dick going on. Oh fuck yeah, dude. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. We understand. We understand, man.
The demon witch.
Yeah, it's wide. That sounds fucking lovely, dude. Lion looks nice. Lone Druid. Bear is now a universal creep hero unit. Fuck you, Valve. Why are you making me read these things? Like, what do you mean the bear is a universal creep hero unit? But the fuck am I saying, dude? It has 0 base attributes and does not gain them with level, but attributes received from buffs or items fully affect the bear as they would for universal heroes. The bear cannot gain experience, but their health and damage increase with Lone Druid's level by 90 and 5 respectively. The bear now has its own Aghanim Scepter and shard upgrades, also pays its own rent for its own apartment in New York. It lives its own life, it's a separate thing. Aghanim Scepter allows the Spirit Bear to attack at any range from Lone Druid and to survive if Lone Druid dies. Aghanim's Shard grants the active ability Fetch. Fucking hell. Spirit Bear roots the targeted unit and or rune and uncontrollably drags them towards the Lone Druid for... The fuck am I reading? For 2.25 seconds. The Spirit Bear's... We gotta go to the lab for this one too. Spirit Bear is slowed for 20% during this, and the target is gradually dealt to 300 damage of the duration if it's an enemy. Wait, you can use it on allies too? Bro. Bear is not slowed down while fetching a rune. And then we have more stuff. Let's read all of it and then we test it. Spirit Link now upgradable by Aghanim Scepter. Lone Druid severs the link to his Spirit Bear and connects to the target allied hero, sharing Spirit Link bonuses with them for 20 seconds. You slut! Armor sharing and attack speed bonuses are increased by 35%. Damage done by the ally heals the Lone Druid. Wait, what about Lone Druid and Lycan? And you bite the Lone Druid, making it so he heals you if he hits something. But then he links to the Lycan, making it so that he heals if you hit... Lone Druid Lycan just sounds like you bite and you bond and then you fuck. Then you destroy everyone. The classic bear-wolf combo. Damage done by the ally heals Lone Druid as well as the other way around. The Spirit Bear is feared for the duration of the transformation unless he has his own Aghanim Scepter. What the fuck, man? And True Form no longer increases base attack time. Oh, so he hits... Bro. Okay, we're going straight into the lab for this one.
I feel the wild in me. Lone Druid. Got it.
Okay, so we have the bear, yes? My bear has gone to college and is now a universal bear. We have an enemy here. Alright, bear, I want you to sick him.
Yes.
I mean, the strong part is it's a guaranteed insta route. And obviously if we have more movement speed, you know, if the bear for some ever fucking reason has movement speed, it's gonna pull people pretty far. Like basically lassoing, right? Yeah, it's Bear Rider. But then you could also do this shit and increase the speed of the bear. So if you do this like... Oh wait. Oh, the fear unroots. Yeah, the fear unroots. Okay, so you gotta do it. I mean, okay, interesting. Now let's try the other part. Now let's try the other part here. We have an Aghanim Scepter for us as well. Now let's try Lycan. I want to spawn an allied Lycan. I want to make him level 30.
So you say.
Now Lycan will buy an Aghanim Scepter.
Yes.
And this is where... Let's make... what the fuck do we do? I want to try... Just do an AM and do a few AMs.
More trees. Let's show
Level max.
can do, Lycan. Of course.
So if you bite him and you turn, and then you turn, and then you bond, and then you hit. There's literally 0 damage taken, dude. I know these anti-mages have no items, so let's give them items.
But far from the light.
Let's give okay, now all the anti-mages have 1 rapier each. We're also gonna get... Okay, I guess we can have our own... let's not have a rapier. Let's be completely without items on these two. I just want to see how much we can do if... Refresh, D, this, and then this, and then we fight. That lifesteal though. Okay, it's not that crazy, but we don't really have any real attack speed. I mean, that's 4 anti-mages with rapiers though. I don't know. I think it's a lot, man. If we actually had items on Lone Druid and Lycan there, we would be completely unkillable. So yeah, I think it's very, very strong. I think it's very, very strong. Let's keep going. Luna Aghanim Shard upgrade is removed. Moonglaves are upgradable by Aghanim Shard. When activated, creates 4 Moonglaves that rotate around Luna in a 150 radius for 6 seconds, reducing any damage she takes, by 20%. If the glaive collides with an enemy unit, it deals 75% of Luna's attack damage once per its revolution. If it collides with an enemy unit, it deals that damage. Cooldown 25 seconds mana cost. Wow, what a shard, dude. What a shard. You can farm with it. You can stay safe with it. It has no mana cost. It has no cooldown, really. It seems great, dude. It's only 6-second duration, so I guess not that good for farming, but still. Maybe I'm overestimating it, because 6 seconds is a very short duration, but it sounds really good. It sounds way better than the previous shard, to be honest. So, yeah. Looks nice. Looks nice, man. Fear no longer affects creep heroes on the Howl, and Howl attack damage reduction is replaced with +2 Howl armor reduction. Wow. Wow, so it's 9 armor reduction if you have it maxed out and get that shit. Summon Wolves health increase, okay. Horn Toss now stuns enemies for the duration of the airtime. It's back! It's back! I mean, it's an Aghanim Scepter now, so it really should do that. It used to be a shard and do that, and that was OP. But for an Aghanim Scepter, I think it's justifiable that it should stun. I think that's correct. Collapse is, you know, he's feeling the TI millions. It can come back. It's more expensive now, though. Very, very expensive. But it's also doing more damage. I don't think the damage is the relevant part of that, but, you know, it's mostly about kidnapping people. And all stats per hero hit with reverse priority is increased by 2. I don't know, that talent is weird. The stats per hero hit with RP, it's, you know, it's good if you get the massive RPs, but it's really underwhelming otherwise. I think Skewer cooldown is the way to go every single day of the week. Aghanim Shard now also decreases rebound cooldown by 3 seconds. And Sidekick ability reworked. Buff is now permanent for Marcy and her ally. Dispellable only upon death or buffing another ally. This sounds fucking nuts already. Marcy lifesteal now also heals her ally, and the ally lifesteal heals Marcy. If Marcy and her ally are further apart from each other than 2.5 or 2,500 units, sorry, I can't speak. Marcy receives 50% of the bonus, while her ally receives no bonus from the buff until they get closer again. Bonus damage decreased from 20 to 65 to 6 to 48, and lifesteal decreases from 30 to 45 to 10 to 25. Lifesteal is now reduced by 40% versus creeps. Cooldown is rescaled. I mean, sounds fucking nuts, dude. Honestly, sounds very, very nuts. You just have all that damage all the time. She also fucks your girlfriend? Fuck, man. My poor girlfriend. What the hell, man? What the fuck? I mean, better Marcy than Huskar, though. If I'm gonna be real, if it had to be someone, rather this girl. At least she won't tell anyone, you know? Unleash no longer slows attack speed of towers. I honestly didn't know they did that. I don't play Marcy that much. Seems like it shouldn't have done that. But talents, -3 second rebound cooldown replaced with 10% rebound movement speed bonus. Sure. She gets the rebound cooldown anyway on the shard now. Sidekick debuff immunity replaced with 65 sidekick damage. Yo, 65 sidekick damage with a permanent sidekick? It sounds pretty good, dude. Sounds pretty good, man. Interesting. Bulwark, Aghanim Scepter soldiers are now placed in a wall formation with 2 of them on either side of Mars. Soldiers attack only enemies in front of them in 275 range and knock back any enemy that they hit. The enemies are pushed to the 325 range. Pushed to the 325 range from the formation. Fuck it, man. Visualize it for me. I can't conceptualize this. Fuck it, man. Just show it, man.
A god by any
Is it
other
like...
name.
Okay, so... Oh! Okay, dank. I understand.
Prepare for battle.
Truth compels me.
Oh my god, dude. We can't get
None
past.
shall hinder
Hey.
me.
Hey.
Onward.
It's the boys.
I know.
Dude, the boys are good.
First blood.
It's actually just 300.
First blood.
You just... you got... Enemy wants to push high ground, you're like, no. Not today. Not today, you don't. Look at this shit. This is Sparta. You're not coming up this high ground, Sonny Jim. No. You stay down there, you fucker. No. What the fuck? This guy sluck through. I mean... Looks like you hold high ground. Imagine doing Roche. And when you do Roche and the enemy want to get in there, you just put this guy. He's like, nah, sorry. I work security here. No, you're not getting in. Yeah, I mean, this shit looks oppressive as fuck as well. Doesn't this look super nasty? Wait, what? Scratch that. It may not be that good. Probably shouldn't work like that. Valve! Valve, it's broken. Help me. Doesn't work the way I want it to. Okay, so don't use it with the arena, I guess. At least don't use it when the enemy get really close to the wall, because then you'll push them out. Okay, fair enough. Let's keep going. Mana shield damage per mana is increased from 1.3 to 1.7. And illusions, blah, blah, blah. Okay. No one cares. No one loves you, Medusa. Strength gain is reduced. Agi gain is decreased. And the int gain is lower. And then the strength on the level 10 is bigger. The Earthbind True Strike on targets are replaced with Earthbind cooldown. Big buff. And then Earthbind cooldown is replaced with True Strike on 20. No exciting changes for Meepo. I think the bigger part is the Atos is nerfed, which was really good on him. Now, it's not. So, I think Meepo is overall nerfed quite a bit. Maximum bonus damage from 180 to 150 to 180. Okay. And base charge restore time is rescaled from 45 to 30 to 52 to 28. Okay, sure. Kind of unexciting changes from Mirana. I don't have much to say. Bond Strike, Aghanim Shard now also applies Primal Spring where Monkey King lands with 50% power of the max channeling duration. Ooh. That's pretty good, dude. So you like Q and then it's gonna fly you in on them and they get slowed as well. Well, I mean, slow doesn't matter so much because they're already stunned, but they also take damage. More damage. Damage is good. And then Wukong's command is lower cooldown. Okay. I mean, his shard also has quality of life in the alternative cast thing. So it's way easier to use it correctly now, I think. Morph Aghanim Scepter upgrade reworked. Has an alternative cast to Morph. When enabled, Morphling creates beside himself a strong illusion of the target hero that can cast all the hero's basic abilities and deal 100% of the target's damage, but takes 300% damage. If the illusion is alive when Morphling toggles Morph, he teleports... Nah. No, he doesn't do that. No. Better Grimstroke? Yeah, I mean, what? Can I just say, this counts, by the way. This counts as another rework for Morph. Morph is a candidate for one of the heroes in Dota with the most fucking reworks to his ulti. Because this, I count it. I count it. Morph, you know what? Okay, trivia time. Short pause on the patch reading. We will get back to it soon, I promise. This is a quick story. Morphling's first ulti that I remember in early Dota was called Undercover. Undercover was an ability you clicked on the enemy. He then became that enemy, switched team to the enemy team in the Warcraft 3 team settings. He literally switched team. So he had their vision and was on their team. And then he could attack anyone. He wouldn't be auto-attacked or anything. Like, he was on their team and shared vision and everything. So he would see where wards are, by the way. But wards didn't exist back then even, I think. It was so fucking long ago. I'm not even sure if wards existed. He would know where wards are if it still worked now. He then could attack an enemy and that would stun them. So the entire premise of it was that your opponents had such bad map awareness, they didn't realize that they had two Dragon Knights or whatever on their team. And like the guy next to you is a spy. That's the oldest Morphling ulti that I remember. After that, he had Spell Steal. And Spell Steal was an auto-cast ability, basically Rubik, but it was auto-cast. And if anyone cast an ability near him, it would trigger and he would steal that ability if he had auto-cast on. And then he could cast it. So he was fucking Rubik. But yeah. Now it works differently, you know? Now it's now things have changed. Anyway, interesting stuff. Let's keep going. Enough trivia. I think this is a big buff. I think this is definitely nice for him. Sounds super strong. I mean, casting all the abilities and 100% damage, and it's a strong illusion. You can kill it pretty fast, but it can cast abilities, man. All the basic abilities. It sounds so strong. Imagine using this on Terrorblade. Imagine fucking Terrorblade with this. Bro. Like, yeah, I don't know. It sounds insane. It sounds absurd. Yeah, Medusa. Yeah, Medusa, Terrorblade, I don't know. There's a lot of scary heroes with it. If enemy hero dies inside the calling, it gains an additional remnant and its duration. Okay, that's fucking funny, dude. That's fucking funny. You die inside the revenant. Okay, you are the revenant now. Mana cost is decreased from 150 to 225 to 145 to 190. A little bit more affordable. Gunslinger secondary target bonus search range is increased by 25. And parting shot physical body damage reduction is reduced by 15%. Aghanim's looking kind of good. Naga, -1 armor. Goes along with someone at Valve played against illusions, doesn't like it. Fuck illusions. Nature's Prophet, consuming a tree spawn from Sprout does no longer give healing. Yep. Minor buff to Nature's Prophet in lane. Sprout now deals 14, 20, 26, 32 damage every 0.5 seconds for the duration. Damage is dealt in a 275 radius, affecting enemies close to the trees both inside and outside of the ring. That's big. It's actually big. It's actually big. It's not a bad amount of damage. I mean, it's AoE damage. Why outside? I don't know. The trees are holy, dude. I don't know. Sounds pretty good, though. Ghost Shroud, Aghanim Scepter removed. Heartstopper now upgradable by Aghanim Scepter. Health decay is increased by 60% of Necrophos's current health regen. Huh. Huh. So if he starts killing people and he gets health regen from it, yeah, it's like, you know how he gets a ton of HP regen on Necro when he kills stuff? Yeah, 60% of that goes towards his decay. So you're taking negative HP regen, 60% of his HP regen. This is a lot. This Aghanims is really strong. Yeah, Heart is very, very good. Sanj, Heart, and Aghanim Scepter, and you're gonna be burning stuff really fast. Yeah, let's quickly test it, just to kind of visualize if it looks strong or not. And if you kill a lot of heroes, it could definitely be interesting. Okay, so let's just do sort of budget build here. Budget, but you know, still some items. So say we have reached something like these items. I don't know. And let's make a few enemy heroes. Holy shit, it's ticking fast, dude.
I go.
Now, of course, at level 30, it's gonna take a little bit slower here. But if we start killing, it should increase the tick rates, and then the rest should die faster. So when something dies, we get more, and then we pop this, and now they're ticking even faster. I mean, these are anti-mages. So this looks not too bad, to be honest. I mean, the Heartstopper is really, really strong, I think, now. Let's plus some creep waves here. Let's just send a lot of creeps for funsies. Holy! Okay. Okay, I mean, getting up to that number wouldn't be easy in a game, but yeah. The tick. Interesting. Yeah, just don't use AM as an example. Yeah, AM takes less damage, so if we used something else, it would be looking way stronger. I used a bad example there because it's gonna make it look weaker. But yeah, I think definitely a pretty damn big buff to the Aghanims. Night Stalker, Crippling Fear now deals 25 to 40 magical damage per second. Wow. Okay. I mean, that's a very good base buff. Just 40 damage per second for 6 seconds. And you can't blink out of it. You blink in with this, you don't have to worry about insta using Q, because now Crippling Fear does damage itself, cancelling the enemy blink reaction. Dark Ascension now refreshes cooldowns of non-ultimate abilities when cast. Wow. That's really strong. You can chain silence someone for fucking 6 seconds. Okay. Level 15 talent, Hunter in the Night status resistance is increased from 15 to 25. Jesus, dude. He is so buffed. I mean, yeah, that's big, dude. Yeah. Fucking 12-second silence, man. 9 seconds? No, because you can use it during the nights. Dark Ascension can still be used during the night. So it can be nighttime, you silence them, and then you can use it again. But yeah, if it's daytime, it's 9 seconds, which is still really good. I mean, really good. It's 9-second AoE silence. Really good is a very underwhelming way of describing it. Damage reflected is increased by 25% on the Spite Carapace, and the cooldown is rescaled from 25 to 10 to 26 to 8. Wow, that's... It doesn't look too impressive, but that's a big buff. Damage and 2 seconds less. I mean, you gotta keep in mind, this is a stun in itself, so cooldown reduction on stuns is generally very strong. Vendetta bonus damage is decreased from 300 to 600 to 300 500, and the duration is increased from 40 to 60 to 60 always. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, dude. Okay. Pretty good, dude. Pretty good. Unrefined Fire Blast damage is decreased from 275 to 150. Now also deals damage equal to 1.5 times Ogre's strength. Now also affected by the level 10 talent of -1 second cooldown. It's a strength. Okay. Well, Slambot likes it. Oh my fucking god, he says. Slambot is picking Ogre. Alright. I mean, seems kind of cool. Seems pretty neat. The unrefined blast. Alright, Omni, what do we have? Cast range is increased on the heal by 50. Not too much to say. Heavenly Grace is renamed. It's renamed to Repel. Wow, that's a cool name for an ability. No longer grants bonus strength and health regen per dispel debuff. Now grants bonus strength and health regen per debuff currently on the units. Now only applies to the target, not to Omni Knight as well. No longer applies a strong dispel. Now grants debuff immunity. We're just back to Repel, dude. We've gone full circle. It's just Repel. This is good old Repel. It's back. Yep. It's Repel. The cooldown is increased from... The cooldown is massive though, no? 6-second cooldown. Oh, 6-second duration. 45-second cooldown? Isn't this fucking dog shit? I mean, I guess it's a BKB, so maybe I'm exaggerating, but... Yeah, I guess the old cooldown was extremely long as well. Yeah, it is a fucking BKB, so I mean... No magic... hold up. It's not BKB. There's no magic resistance. No magic resistance is not a BKB, chat. BKB without any magic resistance is really not that impressive currently. Alright. Heavenly Grace... Heavenly Grace cooldown or duration is replaced with Purification cooldown. Purification cooldown is replaced with the Repel strength and regen. And finally, you have replaced with Repel duration. Okay, so you have 8 seconds. 8 seconds fake BKB. Okay. It is still dispellable, I guess. Yeah, dispellable, yes. So, I mean, hello Nullifier. Still gonna wreck ya. Still gonna wreck ya. Purifying Flames heal per second increase from 11 to 44 to 15 to 45. Okay. And total heal is increased from 99 to 96, 396 to 135 to 405. Okay. Not the most exciting changes for him. Nothing to say, really. Aghanim Shard ally movement speed increase from 60 to 7%. That's pretty good. And Aghanim Scepter now fully prevents the damage that would put OD below. Oh, shit. So if like a big damage instance would hit you and it would tick you low, you'd block that entirely and you still proc the barrier and you get the barrier going. Aghanim Scepter max mana as barrier is increased from 50% to... Bro, this is strong. This is very, very strong. And Sanity Eclipse now applies mana allergy? Fucking allergies? Okay, there's an allergy debuff to enemies for 7 seconds, causing them to take damage every time they cast a spell equal to the mana cost of the spell. So it's Netherward. OD is healed for 150% of mana spent by enemies. Also affects items? Ain't no way, dude. OD is broken now. Broken. Yo, patch winner so far. I'm giving this guy the dub. So far, strongest fucking changes I've seen. Like, I've seen a lot of strong changes here. This is the strongest so far. Like, definitely. All these fucking things. The Aghanim Scepter is really strong, and the Sandy's Eclipse buff is just crazy, dude. You can hit the entire enemy team with this. You heal for 150% of all the mana they spend, item and other stuff. Like, what? It's basically a silence. It's not gonna be a silence, because in your random pub, your teammates are gonna keep casting abilities, healing the fucking OD. It's very, very good, dude. This is so strong. Yeah, you can probably dispel it, I guess. Maybe you can dispel the debuff on yourself, so it's not that terrible. But I mean, even so, maybe you still... Okay, we gotta test this, because just for saying that this is the strongest change I've seen so far, I can't not check this out. But even if you dispel it, you still pay mana to dispel it. So you probably still heal him even by just doing that. You know?
Advances.
Like, say we have Manta Style, and I have a BKB, and give me a few rapiers here just to damage the OD first. Okay, so now he presses this. We healed. Okay, it's dispellable. It's dispellable, but we heal when they dispel it. You know, Manta has a mana cost. So,
I'm under attack.
same with BKB. It's gonna heal us only for 75, but I mean, it's something, right? It's literally something out of nothing. And that's assuming they do the best thing they could and use a 50 mana cost dispel. If they happen to use something expensive, one fucking big ability cast. And look at the AoE on this thing. You hit a few enemy heroes, even if they don't die, they're gonna turn you into a monster. I think it's super strong. Does the effect stack with double ulti? We can try. We can try. Let me try here. Let's just say we do it like this. Let's damage him a little bit, just for the visuals of it. And I don't want this guy to die. Oops. It looks like we only got it once, but let's double check this, and then we only get one buff. Yeah, it only applies once. It refreshes the previous thing. Yeah, I mean, imagine if Skywrath casts ulti or something. I mean, it would just absolutely heal OD to full HP immediately. The amount of heal they would get from things. Okay, let's keep going. We got Pangolier, no longer provides damage reduction per hero on the shield crash. Now grants 50 to 200 barrier per hero instead. Wow. Okay. Barrier. That allows him to do stuff with Blink Dagger during the roll, because now if he has barrier up, that means the blink doesn't go on cooldown, so he can blink around. Barrier is very strong. This is a buff. Lucky Shot no longer disarms, now adds 40, 80, 120, and 160 attack speed reduction to its targets. Okay. So that's a nerf, obviously, because disarm is just stronger than being attack speed slowed. And then the level 20 talent shield crash is changed to plus 100 HP on the barrier. Yeah, so a nerf here, a buff here, and then this is still related to this. I mean, 300 barrier per hero sounds super good. With low cooldown on this, Pango can become so hard to kill. I mean, crazy hard to kill. Ooh, PA ulti is reworked? PA ulti, ability reworked, coup de grace, I guess? Is it grace? I don't know how to say it, but it's something like that. Phantom refines her combat abilities, acquiring a 20% chance of gaining deadly focus buff with each attack. While PA is focused, her next attack will deal a guaranteed crit. Oh no, she can PRD it. She can fucking PRD it, man. Her next attack will gain a guaranteed critical hit with the same damage as before and consume the buff. Stifling Dagger has a 40% chance to gain deadly focus. And the hit that lands a guaranteed crit may also activate deadly focus buff, making consecutive crits possible. Deadly focus duration is 6 seconds. So she can hold it for 6 seconds. Can't store it forever. Interesting. I mean, yeah, Gossamer Cape. Gossamer Cape stonks is rising. Elimud, you're so right. You're so right. People be holding those Gossamer Capes, you know, tier 4 items. Nah, man, I'm good. I'm good. I got mine. I'm good. Phantom Lancer, level 10 Spirit Lance damage is decreased, and Spirit Lance duration or cooldown reduction is also down. Damage interval for the Icarus dive is down to 0.2, and Fire Spirit's also damage interval is faster. So gonna burn refractions faster, you know, for me. I'm gonna be sad about it. Sunray now applies stackable 2% miss chance debuff for every tick of damage every 0.2 seconds. Duration 5 seconds. Duration is refreshed with dude. So now Sunray during the supernova is very good because you can give miss chance And then if you have Radiance as well, you know, you get more mischance. Duration is refreshed with each debuff stack applied. 2%. Well, I mean, it's 10% per second. So, yeah, you say 2%. I say it hits you for 2 seconds and you have 20% more mischance. And then you have the slow from the Fire Spirits. And then you have mischance from Radiance, possibly. It could be very hard to bust that egg, is all I'm going to say. It could very, very quickly become extremely hard to kill that egg. Wait, 2%? Yeah, 2% every 0.2, exactly. So very, very rapidly goes up to 10%. Just 1 second and yeah, it will grow. Primal Beast, pulverized bonus damage per hit is decreased from 30, 50, 70 to 20, 40, 60. Rock Throw now provides an uproar stack per each enemy hero hit. Fair enough, I guess. The magic resistance during trample is increased from 20 to 25. Uproar armor per stack is increased from 6 to 7. And trample attack multiplier is decreased. I mean, overall nerf. I like that they're buffing the rock throw because that's, you know, something people don't use on the hero at all. Overall, kind of nerf, kind of buff with the 10 talent. I don't know. The ulti nerf is relevant though. Phase shift Aghanim shard bonus damage is increased from 20 to 35. Dream Coil Aghanim Scepter rapid fire attack rate now mirrors Puck's attack rate. Aghanim Scepter's rapid fire keeps attacking enemy heroes that are stunned by breaking the coil. So you can't just coil and run out. You're not fine by doing that. Oh boy, the Rapier Puck build. Yeah, Rapier Puck with Arcane Blink. That's the real fucking cultured build now, I think. I mean, the old strat was like, if the enemy Puck goes for the Rapier meme, you just snap the coil and you're good. Now, that won't save you. Interesting. Hook now instantly kills illusions. Man, they really fucking hate illusions. Cast stun on Pudge is now removed after the hook finds a target. That's faster, right? Because previously it was removed way later. Yeah, this is gonna be faster. Not absurdly much faster, but it's definitely faster. Yeah, that's definitely a big buff. So Pudge buff as well, gonna be a little bit easier. What does that even mean? So previously when you cast Hook, Pudge gets stunned when he hooks. He basically has a stun on him. But now, if the hook lands on something, he can now move and he can reposition. He can start dismembering people. Like he can cast Dismember on you and start dismembering you before you even arrive. Like on the way back from the hook, you can start getting dismembered already. So yeah, it works a little bit differently. Definitely a big buff. And also the fact that you can move immediately when the hook lands is big. Nether Ward base damage is increased from 50 to 80 to 50 to 110. Wow, a lot more damage, huh? And then Queen of Pain cooldown is decreased on the Shadow Strike to be a little bit lower cooldown early levels. Radius on the Scream of Pain is also increased, which should mean that you can now always scream when you have someone in attack range. Sonic Wave also, the damage is increased. And damage now gradually gets applied over the 1.4 duration of the knockback. Okay. And knockback is now dispellable. Oh, undispellable, sorry. Knockback is undispellable, and cooldown is decreased from 110, 190 to 110, 95, 80. Interesting. So, pretty damn good buffs. I mean, 100 more damage on the ulti. You have less cooldown on the ulti. You have an undispellable knockback on the ulti. And the damage being applied over the duration. Yeah, I mean, that's not necessarily always good. But it can be better to not do all the damage in one go. But yeah, overall, big buffs to Queen of Pain here. Definitely the Scream is also pretty big. Especially for Aghanim Scepter builds. Razor static link is now upgraded by Aghanim's shard. Increases cast range by 150. Adds alternative cast to static link. When toggled on, it pulls Razor and his linked target towards each other at a rate of 100 units per second while the link is active. The pull stops if the distance is less than 175 units. Does not affect debuff immune. I mean, that's very good, dude. You can't run away from him. Storm Surge, bonus movement speed is decreased from 10 to 25 to 8 to 20. At least it's a little bit slower. Previous Aghanim's Shard upgrade is now part of the basic ability. There's an 18% chance when attacked and always when targeted by a spell to release a forked lightning that strikes. This is now a base thing again? Oh my god, dude. Additional strikes prioritize the same unit type that triggered it. Oh, so if creeps hit, it's going to prioritize creeps. If heroes hit, it's going to prioritize heroes. Interesting. I mean, this is so good, though. This is so good. You can use this for farming. Yeah, this is a very big buff. And then the shard thing also sounds really strong. And you have Storm Surge, damage, and slow. Oof. Slow, dude? Oh my god, dude. Yeah, okay. Seems good. Seems strong. Yeah, 404 meta? I think so. Or 044 builds, even. I think that's pretty bad, but you could try to rely on this and ulti to farm. Ricky, base armor is reduced by 2. Base damage is decreased by 14. Strength gain is reduced by 0.6. His base agi is up by 12. And his agi gain is up by 1 per level. And Cloak and Dagger backstab multiplier is decreased from 1.2 to 2 to 1 to 1.8. So he actually has agi now. Ricky is actually an agi hero, has agi. He's going to hit faster now. And that's going to, I guess, fix his base armor as well. Like, so base armor and damage reductions don't really matter because he gets all this agi. This is definitely going to help early game Ricky a lot. And does help him scale as well. He's paper now. I don't think he's paper now. I'm pretty sure he has the armor from the agi. Because base armor is reduced. But it doesn't say that he doesn't get armor from the base agi, no? Or maybe he does have less. I don't know. I don't fucking know. But bonus agi does mean that he gets more armor as well. I would assume that it's like unchanged. Unchanged armor basically then. Rubik, Aghanim's Shard bonus throw range is decreased from 85 to 50. Arcane Supremacy, cast range is decreased from 100 to 250, 60 to 240. Okay, so a little bit of nerfs to Rubik. He is very popular right now. Sandstorm now constantly moves towards Sand King at a speed of 100. Aghanim Scepter Burrow Strike Spine Radius now equals 10% of Sandstorm's current radius? Okay, so you don't want to keep level 1 Sandstorm ever, like you previously did. Because now it's, you know, it's always going to cover the same part of it. Decreased from 65 to 45, 42.5 to 65. Okay. Right. I guess the what's decreased? The what exactly? The spike radius? I guess so. I guess the radius used to be 65 always, and now it's scaling up to be 65, but it's smaller. Okay, yeah, fair enough. Level 15, all right. Level 15 talent increases the radius by 12.5 more. Okay. So you can make it even bigger. Aghanim's Shard now triggers every 2.5 seconds instead of every 700 units moved. Sure. Okay. And then talents, level 20 talent, epicenter base radius replaced with 100 base radius and 25 incremental radius of epicenter. Okay. Okay. I mean, this seems kind of cool that the sandstorm follows you. It moves very slowly, but it does move. So you can manipulate it all the time. All the time that you're sitting in your sandstorm, you take a little step to the right, it's gonna start sliding towards the right. Yeah, seems very good. Seems very good at least. Level 20 talent, disseminate sheer damage increased from 10 to 15%. Sure. Base attack range up by 25 for SF. Aghanim Scepter damage on return increased from 40 to 60. Okay, so a little bit for the right click build, a little bit for the caster build. Okay. Mana cost decreased from 100 to 145 to 90 to 135. Hex now amplifies the damage the target takes by 5 to 20%. Duration is increased as well. Mana cost is also increased. Way more expensive on level 1. And cooldown is increased from 12 to 24 to 12. Wow, it's just so much better now. 0.1 second more duration, 20% more damage to anyone who's hexed, and that's it. Like, on level 4, that's it. Nothing else changed. Just really, really good. So, those snakes are gonna do extra damage as well. You lead with Hex, then you Ether Shock, and then you Shackle afterwards. Let the snakes do some damage during it. And Shackle's total damage heal increased from 60 to 270 to 75 to 300. Pretty big, dude. Dagon, I mean, yeah. Go for it, man. Go for it. Aghanim's Shard now silences all targets hit if glaives bounce. Okay, dude. Okay. If glaives bounce, it silences everything. Okay, okay. The glaive's wisdom damage is replaced with glaive bounce. Oh shit, you get glaive bounce on level 20, and glaive bounce is now instead 25% damage. Wow, this is a big buff. Big buff to silencer. I don't think it's necessarily enough perhaps to make him reliable, but it does make it more possible to go for it. Level 20, you get that bounce. It's a massive, massive power spike. Aghanim Scepter now creates 2 additional bolts instead of 1. Wow, okay. Even more. So you send 3 fucking arcane bolts every time you click Q if you have Aghanims. And then you can take the talent. Okay, never mind. They changed the talent. Never mind. Ancient Seal cooldown reduction decreased from 8 to 7 seconds. Aww. But it was perfect chain silence. It was, you know, 6 second duration, 6 second cooldown. It was so strong. And then Arcane Bolt is replaced with 25% Arcane Bolt spell lifesteal. Whoa. Okay. Okay, man. You can heal a lot with this. Like a lot. Very interesting. Cast point is improved on the Slithering Crush. The puddle duration is increased. Puddle duration with Aghanim Scepter is increased to 25 always. And Bash of the Deep now passively grants 10, 20, 30, 40 attack damage when in water. So that's pretty much just a damage increase overall to Slardar come mid-game, because you're basically always in water with the puddle. So yeah, that's pretty damn good, dude. That's pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Also with the Amplify, the ulti creates water. So if Slardar ultis someone and runs after them, he's gonna have that bonus damage as well. Not just puddle, water. Yeah, I mean, water in general. I don't know if Kunkka's Q counts as water, actually. Even though Torrent is water, I wouldn't be certain that it does count for this. You would have to test it. Depth Shroud Linger duration decreased from 0.5 to 0.01. Okay. So there's... I wonder why it has 0.01 linger instead of no linger. Is there a reason? I assume there's a reason that it should have linger. But why? Why 1/100th of a second linger time? Game engine limitations? Maybe. I don't know. I can't think of a practical reason why. It's probably just to not have to change the code too much. Not fuck around. Yeah. I mean, it's basically 0, so... Lil Shredder, fixed damage per shot increased from 20 to 95 to 25 to 100. And mana cost is increased as well. And then level 20 talent now gives you the multi-shot, but you don't have the uses your attack damage until level 25 instead. So they swapped those around. Yep, pretty nice, pretty nice. I mean, a lot of people suggested this as a change. I think it's a good way to do it. Assassinate. Now, I already deciphered this one in the memes. And this is a banger, chat. Quite literally. Assassinate now also performs an auto attack on the target. Damage is decreased from 320 to 700 to 250 to 450. So yeah, it's weaker. It's now refreshed whenever sniper kills an enemy hero. Apparently, this includes all kills by sniper, not just the ones from Assassinate. All of them. And mana cost decreased by, you know, from 175 to 275 to 175. I'm picking sniper. Tomorrow, I'm playing sniper. I'm fucking shooting people. The fuck does that mean? So when Assassinate lands on someone, it does 450 damage plus an auto attack from sniper. The fact that it performs an auto attack means that you can take damage from Maelstrom procs, headshot procs, crits, rapier. It can do a lot of damage. And if he kills you, he can then shoot someone else with that again, immediately. Yeah, you can get Daedalus for crits. You can have Quiver proccing on it. There's a lot to digest here. It's gonna do a lot. It's gonna do a lot, man. Yeah, I wonder, what if you have Silver Edge active when you assassinate? Does it shoot? Let's try it. What if we have Silver Edge? Do we get the big damage? It procs Silver Edge, you tried it? Let me see this. Okay, so let's try an ulti just for testing. Okay. Okay. Now let's get Silver Edge. Let's do an ulti without using it. Okay, okay. Sure. Now let's do this. Doesn't actually do that much. That didn't really do much. We came out of Invis, but it didn't actually do anything, really. Aghanims? I mean, yeah, we can get Aghanims, but Aghanims is not needed for it to attack. How about we shoot... Okay, we can still crit with the passive crit.
Easiest shooting that. Line of sight. Check it out.
Okay, I think we gotta use it like that. You see? We use it afterwards. Then it works.
Sure is sure.
Yeah. And then we can, of course, we can press E as well. So we can, like...
For death.
Okay. Now, this doesn't look so strong. But that's because we don't have any real items. What if we had, you know, like... this shit. And this. Now let's try.
For death.
It still doesn't look that strong, but this is a fucking centaur with a lot of HP.
Yes.
And the fact that we could do this, it doesn't refresh on this, right?
My spotter
Just have to test. We just gotta, in order to make it look OP, we should just spawn in a few crystal maidens happily wandering about, and we just do this. And now it's gonna look busted. Yeah, we gotta add more. Add the quiver as well. Yeah, and now we get Aghanim Scepter because we're not killing them fast enough. Now we're going. Let's go. The funny thing is, look at this. Look at this now. Shoot him. CS2. Yep. Give CM blade mail. Oh, we've done this dance before. CM can get blade mail, right? But then we can also do this. So it's like she blade mails, we shoot, but then we can use. So let me click it here. Try one more time. She uses that. We use this. Whoa. Yeah, we've had this dance before. That was the old Aghanim sniper. I've already done a lot of memeing with that. Let's proceed. Anyway, sniper, very cool. Very cool. Spectre, -2 base strength. Shadow Step is now an ultimate ability. Haunt, 40, 60, 80 HP. Or percent, sorry, not HP. Percent haunt damage taken. 200%. And the duration is 5, 6, 7 seconds. Cooldown, 80, 60, 40 second. And 150 mana cost. No longer casts a Spectral Dagger on its target. Reality now has a 3-second cooldown. Now cast a Spectral Dagger on target. Ah. So hopping in with Reality, exchanging place with a Chosen Haunt is going to cast a dagger. And Haunt, now granted by Aghanim Scepter, is an Aghanim Scepter upgrade ability. Interesting. So we have Shadow Step, very low cooldown. This is way more this is way more active gameplay for Spectre. So you don't have the big ulti on everyone. Instead, you have the single targeted ulti. And it's only 80-second cooldown level 1, 60 level 2, 40 level 3. So you can be very active. And then you can also use the Reality and get a dagger thrown on the enemy. Yeah, I like it, honestly. I think it's good. It makes a lot of sense to me to just swap the Aghanims and the regular ulti. And now we see Charge of Darkness bonus speed is decreased. So a little bit slower on low levels, still the same speed on max level. And level 20 talent, the Greater Bash is replaced with Greater Bash damage. And the Greater Bash damage is replaced with 20% Greater Bash chance. Why would they lower it like this? Instead of 17, 20. But everyone knows 17, that's basically 100%. 20%, that's only a fifth of 100%. Yeah, it's honestly nerfed, man. That's a huge nerf, man, from 100% to 20%. Yeah, big nerf. Ball lightning damage has decreased from 8 to 16 to 6 to 14. Radius on the storm hammer is increased. God strength now also grants slow resistance. Makes sense. Thematical, I feel, for Sven to just run in on people. Reactive Taser can now be detonated via Detonate Taser sub-ability at any time during its effect to end it with an AoE explosion. Sub-ability replaces blah blah. Makes sense. Unavailable first 0.5 seconds to prevent accidental detonation. And cooldown is rescaled to be better overall. I mean, this is a big buff, dude. Being able to activate the Reactive Taser when you want means techies can very easily do the minefield shenanigan. Jump in and disarm you with the W so you can't kill his mines. Very easily now. He just needs to press W. TA, the damage tick interval is decreased from 1 second to 0.5 second. And the bonus damage of the trap is from 250 to 350 to 275 to 375. It's a minor increase in damage. It's not a huge change, but it does push you over certain thresholds for killing creeps, especially using multiple traps. You can do some stuff with this, and also enables Kaya and Yasha to kill creep waves more easily. So it's interesting. It's interesting for sure. Casting Metamorphosis now ends Demon Seal prematurely. What? Okay. I guess that makes sense. That makes sense, I guess. Demon Seal ability reworked. No longer dispels the Terrorblade. Bonus attack speed and movement speed increased from 65 to 100. No longer grants double bonus to melee units. Now creates 1200 range aura around Terrorblade, which provides Demon Seal buff to his illusions. Duration increased from 7 to 30 seconds. Cooldown increased from 14 to 60. Can no longer be cast while under the effect of Metamorphosis. Casting Metamorphosis or Terror Wave now ends Demon Seal prematurely. Ah. That is a very big buff to Demon Seal. It's way stronger now. Way stronger. Then again, a lot of illusion nerfs in this patch, so maybe TB's still gonna struggle, but I feel like this is very good overall. Great for DPSing. Tendrils of the ability, Tendrils of the Deep ability removed. Dead in the Water. New ability granted by Agnum Shard. Tidehunter throws a chain that leashes an enemy hero to a heavy anchor. Attempting to move more than 350 units away from the anchor reduces the movement speed to 100 while dragging the anchor behind them. I have to see this. The anchor can be destroyed with 5 hero attacks. Initial chain damage deals 200 magic damage and has a 1000 travel speed and can be disjointed. Ability removes invisibility and provides fog of war vision on the target. Cast range 350, so very short. Duration 10 seconds, very long duration. 80 mana cost, 25 cooldown. Sounds really annoying. Sounds super annoying, dude. And then gush damage is decreased. And the Kraken Shell damage block is replaced with 4 Kraken Shell damage block per anchor smash kill. Huh? Replaced with plus 4 Kraken Shell damage block per... So, permanent scaling. It's permanent scaling. It's permanent scaling. It's a scaler. And it's retroactive. Oh my god. He can get super tanky. I love me some permanent scaling, man. Okay, we're gonna go in and demo the ability as well. I hecking love permanent scaling, chat. Any permanent scaling, I'm down. I'm game. I want to see it.
To make way.
Where's Crystal Maiden? I want to put some tentacly fucking chains on her. You're not going anywhere, Maiden. Come here. Wait, it's not working, or? I don't see any slow. This is just how Crystal Maiden normally moves, right? Is it actually doing anything? I don't know. Isn't this just regular movement speed for a CM player?
Cut a fine line.
Dude, it looks great. It looks fucking great, dude. It also looks like a really good ability, to be honest. It's so many hits to kill it, and then Tide is just gonna go on you. The duration is insane, man. The fuck do you do? What the fuck do you do? It's 10-second duration.
Recover ground.
Tidehunter.
I touch the earth through will alone.
Dispel? I don't know if you can dispel it.
I'm not ready.
I am sure of it.
Nope. Still on us. In fact, it's really good against Manta because it fucking points to the Manta. So definitely use it on illusion heroes. Force Staff? Let's try Force Staff as well. Nope. No, it's still on you. And he has vision on you. Even if you Force Staff away, it's still gonna be there. Try it against Spirit Breaker. Oh god. Oh, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so, Spirit Breaker.
Go for.
Did you want to go somewhere? Are you possibly coming in a hurry?
By the moon.
No, fuck.
Yes.
Hold up. We try again. I need more cast range. Give me Ether Lens just so I can demonstrate it.
Look there.
Okay, let's charge.
I surge.
Okay, never mind. It just fucking leashes us anyway, so.
It's not time yet.
I mean, we can't. I can't. You can't do anything. Bro, you're just done. You can't ulti, you can't Q. And Spirit Breaker does not have fast attacks, so hey, you're just fucked. Spirit Breaker hits extremely slowly, so yep. This is fucking fantastic, dude. Wait, does it work on Lycan ulti? Ain't no way. Ain't no fucking way, dude. Oh my god, the dog even! No, dude! Oh my god, the dog even, man. This ability is absurd. It's so good.
Of course,
It's OP,
to
man.
battle. I love to
5 hits to kill it as well. Meanwhile, Tide is gonna be like, you know, like, you're not going anywhere, man. It's a leash, dude. This seems so good. It even does 200 damage on its own. It even has damage, chat. Dude, this thing is absurd. It's way too strong. It's so good. It's absurdly strong.
Time to make waves.
Yeah, I think it's very, very, very good, dude. Thank you, Fistpop. Let's keep going. And permanent scaling. I mean, oh boy, dude. Timbersaw base damage is down by 3, and Spell Amp turns into Whirling Death stat loss instead. Yep, pretty good nerfs to Timber, I guess. Tinker strength gain is decreased. Mana cost increased on the heat-seeking missiles by 10 on every level. And Rearm mana cost is also increased by 10 again on every level. And talents, the laser blind duration is replaced with 50 laser radius. And heat-seeking missile mini stun is decreased. So Tinker nerfs. Good. Good stuff. Check if the spell can stop TP. It should definitely stop TP. It's a leash. You can't TP if you're leashed. So it should definitely do that. Tiny also gets slow resistance. Same as Sven. Get some slow resistance going. Nature's Protector now considers Nature's Grasp vines as trees. Oh, okay. And trees are... So he can walk across. He can use Q and then he can just run across really fast. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Tree search radius increase is also probably needed. I mean, Tree got gutted with the map changes. It was really bad for him. I don't know if this is enough to really make him happy again, but it's something. Rampage ability removed. Uh-oh. Berserker's Rage, both Whirling Axis abilities are now accessible at the same time. Casting any of them automatically switches Troll to the form of the used ability. Oh, that sounds very quality of life. Whirling Axis ranged, damage rescaled from 90 to 80 to 140. That's a big buff. Huge buff. Fervor, now upgradable by Aghanim's Shard, increases max Fervor stacks by 4. Grants Troll 20% plus 3% per Fervor stack to fire an additional ranged attack to any unit within the ranged attack range plus 175. He's just gonna fucking yeet random axes. So basically like Gunslinger, yeah. It's Muerta. So he's wailing on one guy and he's just randomly be like, yeet! Throw on to the other guys. To the lab. Okay, fuck it. We gotta see that too, dude. That sounds funny. It sounds funny. Let's check it out. He's a ranged hero. I mean...
My hate shall burn you.
What ulti now? His ulti is still the same. It was Rampage, not Battle Trance. Rampage was the old shard that nobody fucking used.
Prepare
So if
for
I just put some random boys, like around here, and then... Does it proc on the same target if I... What the fuck? I mean, that's a lot of access, dude. That's like quite a lot of access, chat. That's like quite a few. It's 20 plus 3% per fervor stack, so we're at 16 right now. Which means we just throw a fuck ton of access.
rue the day.
Yeah, that's not a small amount of extra damage. It seriously is not. And I mean, for farming, it's gonna be helping a little bit, but for fighting, it's gonna be great, I think. Because anyone trying to help the guy you go on is gonna get lit up as well. And what if you get, yeah, what if you get procs, dude? What if you get, like, Mjolnir? Oh my god, it's just proccing as fast as it can. He's the illusion killer. He's the one that we've been told about. And also lifesteal, dude. You can lifesteal from this too. Yeah, it can crit. It's a regular attack, dude.
Faster! Faster!
Is it always prioritizing the closest? It's always prioritizing the closest. Even if you have range for another guy to get hits. Like we can do it like this, right? It seems bugged, should be any unit. That's how I thought it would be. It says any unit within its attack range, but it's actually prioritizing the closest guy. Always. He kills illusions only if he finds the hero, though. He won't have time to build stacks on illusions. Even if he doesn't build stacks, it's still 20% chance to do a multi-hit. And that's assuming that he doesn't do anything. Actually, it's 23. Because the first... No, never mind. The first attack doesn't give anything. Yeah, I mean, it's still 20% chance to multi-hit on the first fucking attack. And he very quickly goes up to high numbers. You don't buy shard to farm? It's not really a farm accelerant, but 1400 gold for this, I would say it's a great ability. It does help your farming a little bit, not as much as you could have done with 1400 gold. But the fighting capabilities of it is very good in my opinion. Yeah, I think he's very strong. Very, very strong. Tag team now passively grants Tusk a 20 to 50 attack speed slow aura within 350 radius. Wow. Okay. That's a huge buff, dude. Just 50, he is fucking Shivas. He has Shivas attack speed reduction right there. Yeah, just all the time. Does it stack with Shivas? Hell yeah, it does, dude. I can guarantee it. I mean, 350 though? It's small, yeah. It's not a massive AoE, but Tusk can easily go in on the enemy. Very easily. I think that's really big. Man fighting Tusk, you know, he's just gonna always have a bit of an edge now. Isn't it only when it's active? No, it says passive, dude. Passively. Like, it doesn't say it actively does it. It says it passively does it. It's passive. Anyway, if it's not that way, you can check it in demo. But I'm pretty sure it passively does it. It does say passive. Underlord Firestorm cooldown increased from 15 to 12 to 16 to 13. Aghanim's Shard now allows targeting allies. Okay. Cast point improved on the Pet of Malice. And then nothing fun at all. Underlord just boring. His changes are as boring as his hero is. Undying base damage decreased by 4. Decay cooldown is increased from 10 to 14, or 10 to 4 to 13 to 4. Big nerf. I mean, fuck Undying, dude. His laning stage is so strong. So, yeah. This is targeting the right thing. Not nerfing his mid-game, not ruining him later on, but it is nerfing the most important thing, in my opinion, which is his laning stage, 4 less damage, and 3 seconds extra cooldown per decay. It's gonna make him unable to get those crazy advantages in the early game. So, yeah, his shard is still very strong, for sure. But it's not crazy anymore, right? Because you can only cast it once on a hero. It's still very good. It's still one of the best shards in the game. But his laning stage got nerfed. Which I think is the correct thing to target. Agi gain on Ursa is increased. Overpowered now also gives slow resistance. And rage status resistance is increased by 10%. Okay. And Fury Swipe's damage decrease from 12 to 10. Okay. And then the Earth Shock is replaced with 400 Earth Shock radius, and Enrage provides half the benefits to allies in 700 radius is replaced with Earth Shock has 2 charges. Base charge restore time equals the cooldown of the current level of Earth Shock. Wow. Okay. I mean, that status resistance, first of all, is huge, and 2 charges on the Q along with that is really good. And you can have the AoE increase on it. I think you just go Earth Shock all the way, dude. Earth Shock applying the Enrage with Shard, and then Radius, and then this as well. I mean, yeah, you lose the cooldown, but Radius, I don't know. Maybe you don't take Radius. Maybe you take the Fierce Wipes damage still, but it seems pretty good. It seems pretty damn good. Base attack speed increased by 10 on Venge. Wave of Terror now also reduces the enemy's total attack damage by 15 to 30%. Okay. I mean, that it used to do that, then it didn't do that, and now it does it again. I'm so confused, man. But yeah, this is total attack damage by 30%, which means it's very good against high damage increase heroes. Yeah, it just scales super well into late game. The talent Nether Swap enemy damage is increased from 150 to 200. Wave Terror armor reduction also increased. Alright, big buffs to Venge. Pretty damn good. Pretty damn good. Stack this with Dragon Knights. It stacks additively, by the way, the damage reduction. So you can just take away damage. Then you have a Lycan as well. Enemy literally doing 0 damage. Actually, Lycan plus Venge already will put them at like no damage output at all. Level 10 Poison Sting, talent health regen reduction is nerfed a little bit. Venal, minor nerf. Viper Strike duration is increased by 1 second. Initial attack slow is increased from 40 to 80 to 80 to 160. Very big. And damage per second is decreased from 80 to 160 to 70 to 150. Projectile speed is increased. Wow, that attack speed's low though. Very hard to man-fight against. Nosedive cast range is increased by 100. That is pretty significant buff actually. And then Nether Toxin cooldown replaced with Become What in the ever-flying fuck is this time? You can't just change what you are. You can't just become universal. Bruh. He just talent switches to become a universal? He just went to university? He's 25, so he went off to university now? What the fuck? Which is a normal time for a Viper to go to university, okay? I guess he graduated. Interesting. Become universal. That's a fucking meme right there. That's interesting. The Armor Corruption, Visage talent, and Familiars is replaced with +2 Grave Chill duration. The movement speed is replaced with Armor Corruption. Okay. Yeah, that's a bit of a buff. I mean, increased duration on Grave Chill is super good for him. Aghanim's Shard now makes non-hero units take 30% ability damage every second they spend on the Remnant's path instead of one. Wait. You can smoke and farm stacks with this. 30% of the ability's damage per second that they spend on it. Yeah, you can smoke up on Void, so the creeps won't understand what happens, so they stand still, and then you just put it down and it farms them. Or you could just use it to farm in general, I don't know, and keep hitting the creeps, but it's good. It's good, is all I'm saying. The phase duration is decreased by 0.2. I guess that's a buff overall. Faster mobility. Less hiding time, but I don't think you care that often. Aghanim's Shard, or Aghanim Scepter base charge restore time is decreased from 18 to 15. And the Astral Step mana cost is decreased. And base charge restore time is also decreased. I like it, man. They're actually buffing Void Spirit's abilities. It's been like several patches of just his abilities getting gutted because he became universal. And all his fucking abilities became trash. Now they're actually going back and making his abilities a little bit better. Which I like. I don't want him to just be a giga right-clicker. I'm still concerned he right-clicks a bit too hard, but, you know, his abilities should be fun. Alright, let's see. They did the same thing to this guy as they did to Myrta. Warlock, Fatal Bonds. Units that die while affected by Fatal Bonds now spawn an imp that lasts for 15 seconds. Imp's stats improve with each level of Fatal Bonds. Aghanim Shard now also increases the level of imps by 1. Imps cannot be controlled and chase the nearby units, favoring heroes affected by Fatal Bonds. Upon reaching a target or dying, imps explode, dealing damage to all enemies in AoE around them. Explosion deals 50% less to non-hero units. Imps don't spawn from denied enemies. Wow, how specific. Imp health is 30 up to 280, and damage is 10 up to 18. Movement speed is 320 to 380. Explosion delay is 0.2. Imps seek any targets in 1200 radius and attack the nearest building if there are no valid targets. Imps don't explode while attacking a building. Okay. Yeah, it increases the level by 1. So it actually has 5 levels, the imps, because of the shard being able to increase the level of them. And then Upheaval with the Aghanim Shard now summons imps from the current level of Fatal Bonds, sharing the same stats and changes. And Chaotic Offering, Golem now has 60% slow resistance. Mana cost is slightly retweaked, so less on level 1, but scales up to 600 instead. Okay. We're almost done, chat. Shukuchi, Aghanim Shard upgrade reworked. The Shukuchi now procs Geminate attack 0.2 second after exiting Shukuchi invisibility, and also procs an additional attack if Weaver has level 25 Geminate attack talent. Procs still search for marked enemies in 1200 radius around Weaver. Okay. And then the level 10 Shukuchi damage is increased by 5. Seems like a nice buff. Seems pretty good. And then Wind Ranger, level 15 Wind Run cooldown reduction talent is nerfed. The Shackle Shot duration is increased. The Focus Fire advanced kills is decreased. Really uninteresting changes. Slight nerf. Definitely with the Wind Run being the biggest part there. Less uptime on the Wind Run is really dangerous for her. Cold Embrace max heal per second is increased from 1.75 to 4 to 2.25 to 4.5. More healing. Winter's Curse. Winter Wyvern can no longer deal physical damage to units affected by Winter's Curse. Affected units now take 30% more magical damage and pure damage from Winter Wyvern and units under her control. Dude, Revenant's Brooch. Brooch Wyvern. No, fuck Dagon. Fuck Dagon. Brooch. It increases magic damage taken, and they already take more magic damage, and it turns your attack into magic damage, so you can still deal damage with your auto attack. Brooch, man. Insane. 5 hits will destroy the enemy. Go for Brooch. That's the play. And then cooldown is decreased. Yeah. Brooch E-Blade would actually just fucking murder stuff. Like, it's gonna... I want to show it, because I actually think it's gonna just murk someone. Let's see. I think if you have E-Blade, Brooch, and just anything, you will destroy. You get the Brooch here, and then make a max level dude.
Use it wisely.
Get this. Say we find Grobo as well, just to make it really spicy. And
You know
give him like 2 hearts just for damage, or for HP here. Okay, so we need another target so he doesn't get out of the ulti. And
Wings beating.
yep,
Is the very definition of first blood.
First
Yep.
blood comes with the first
Told you.
breath of winter.
that's a lot of damage. 2 hearts. Yeah, I mean, I just wanted to show it on a high HP hero. We can have no heart if you want. We can do the same thing. It's not gonna make him live, you know. It's not gonna help you. But yeah, that was a 2 heart Lycan that we killed first there. In fact, how does he fare against even this? Wait, what? Oh, I double clicked it. Whoops, my bad.
Watch yourself.
Actually, I don't think it was double click. I think it still had the thing on it. Let's do it again. I mean, that increased damage from the magic is fucking nuts, dude. You're like murdering people.
Trouble yourself not.
Absolutely murdering. Wait, did I bought the fucking veil on this guy.
Yes.
Yep.
I look to
Interesting.
my trail.
Get the talents. Oh yeah, we have the. We can go for the damage, the duration. I mean, you'd go for this and this.
As must be.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot, man. Had a witchblade. We have a witchblade. It's called Brooch. Brooch is the upgrade of witchblade. I know it's not purchased very often, so not something everyone thinks about. Anyway, like I said, you go for Brooch. I think you destroy people with this. It does a ton of damage. Let's keep going. Strength gain is down on Witch Doctor. Paralyzing Cask bounce delay is decreased. Okay, so faster bounces. That's gonna help. That's gonna make it stronger. Mostly. Death Ward now deals pure damage and pierces debuff immunity. Damage decreased from 90 to 210 to 60 to 160. I mean, that's going from fucking physical damage 210 to pure 160. What the fuck, dude? It's gonna shred. Aghanim Scepter attacks can now also bounce to creeps. What? What do you mean? What do you mean it can bounce to creeps? It prioritizes heroes. Yo. They also didn't nerf his talent, right? Isn't Witch Doctor... Yeah, never mind his level 25 talent that just got shadow buffed by it becoming pure damage. And then Voodoo Switcheroo, attack speed reduction increased from 30 to 40, mana cost increased. Okay. I mean, I know this is a lot of labbing, but I need to see it, man. Again, I need to see it. Stack Ancients and ulti? Yeah, dude. You need to have Aghanims first, though, right? Or no, you can actually bounce even on regular. Aghanim Scepter attacks can also... Yeah, okay, it doesn't bounce on regular. You need Aghanims for it to bounce at all. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so you need... I mean, I would say that stings. He fucking died from a bounce from a creep, dude.
I look to battle.
Okay, let's make a few heroes here. And, I mean, the fact that it is pure damage is fucking nuts, dude.
Killing spree. Double kill.
I mean, this is without us taking talents. This is without. Now we can take the attack range and the death ward damage. And, by the way, this meme still exists. This meme still exists. So we can take the penitence increase. Okay, I'm gonna give bots item hearts. I'm gonna give all the bots some hearts here. Oops, sorry. I needed to refresh. This is not sped up footage. You're watching real footage, chat. This is regular fucking footage. Yeah, never mind this thing just doing like 0.12 seconds per attack and 200 damage, 220 pure damage per hit. It's literally like 2000 pure damage per second coming in. Yeah, the bounces. How come the bounces do? Is that part of his thing? That bounces always do reduce damage. Like, why? I thought that it does the same damage to everything, but bounce between units. It's a 50% reduction. Hmm. Interesting. Works with Wyvern ulti too, being pure damage. Does it though? Because I think, wasn't it just Wyvern? Winter Wyvern can no longer affected units. No, wait. Take 30% more magic damage and pure damage from Winter Wyvern. Yeah, no, it's still Winter's Curse. So even if it's pure, they have 100% damage reduction. And they only take increased magical and pure damage from Winter Wyvern herself. So it actually won't work. Unless you somehow have both Winter's Curse and Death Ward on the same hero, which you can't. So not quite. Not quite. Alright, final heroes here. Skeletons now deal 25% more damage to heroes. Skeleton's armor is increased by 2. Yeah, I guess Rubik, yeah. Actually, Rubik can. If Rubik does get those 2, yeah, okay. If you steal those 2 abilities, you're a god. If anyone manages to do that, please send me a replay. I will watch it on stream. If you manage to steal those 2 abilities, I will happily watch you use those. So if you manage to do that, send me a replay ID. Wraith King, more damage, more armor. Vampiric Spirit, lifesteal from increased from 8% to 10%. And Wraith of Ire, blast stun duration from 0.5 to 0.75. Okay, I mean, I like skeletons being more useful. It's kind of nice. Especially with how many skeletons you can make nowadays. And then Thunder God's Wrath, damage decreased from 350 to 650 to 300 to 550. Now also deals damage equal to 5 to 10% of target's max HP. Ooh, that's a buff right there. Max HP, not even current HP, dude. Max HP. So that shit hurts. That shit hurts. Ability changed from autocast to toggle. Oh, you can turn off the lightning hands. In case you want to do that. I would generally not want to do that, but you can. In case everyone blade mails at the same time, but you still want to auto attack someone, I guess. I don't know. I don't think that you would generally want to turn this off at all. But against Lotus maybe. Lotus doesn't return it anymore. Lotus is patched. It used to return every single hit and it was the hard counter to Zeus, but that doesn't work anymore. So if they buy Lotus Scepter or Lotus Orb, just ignore that. You can go through it. Alright chat. You know what? I would love to just queue up and play now, because reading patch notes always gets me in the mood for playing immediately. But I can feel my voice dying. I've been doing a 12.5-hour stream here, and I haven't had food in forever. I'm actually gonna go and get some food and go chill. But tomorrow will be a Dota only stream. I've been doing a lot of Baldur's Gate the last few days. Tomorrow will be Dota only. I'll try out a lot of these fun new things that we see here. So if you want to tune in and check out what we're up to or suggest things to try out, please come by and message in chat if you have any cool idea. If there's something you're thinking about. I mean, there's so many things. I'm gonna forget stuff like the Arcane Blink. Sounds super exciting for me. So many things to do, so many things to try. So the moment I wake up tomorrow, I'll come and play Dota. It's probably gonna be like a fucking 14-hour stream of Dota tomorrow. So look forward to it. Thanks so much for hanging out. Thank you for being here for the patch read. And I'll see you guys around tomorrow.